Hey man, it's Kevin Smith.
Hey, this is Jay Music.
Hey, I'm Scott Snyder.
I'm Cena Grace.
And you're listening
to the Absolute Geek.
The Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek.
Absolute Geek Podcast.
Check it out, Snoogans.
Friday night in Phoenix. You're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
No, that's not true. Like I said, once you stop, then you put that away. No, that's not true either.
Wait.
But the remote, what is that?
Are we listening to Corbin get yelled at right now?
Once you stop each other, you were doing so well, Tim.
Corbin's in trouble. Corbin's in trouble.
We handled it up until the point that you said you stopped back was fine. You guys got to be back.
I was about to say, do him a favor and mute him. I feel bad.
All right, everyone. It's Friday night in Phoenix, and you're listening to the Absolute Geek Podcast. It is the first Absolute Geek Podcast of the new year. How was everybody's...
Of the new decade.
Of the new decade as well. How was everyone's New Year's Eve?
I'm an old man. I slept.
I did too.
I did too, but not because of old. Just I was sick. The flu, man. It's not fun.
The flu, man.
The flu, man.
I have to say a couple of sorries out there today. One to Matt and our crew that always parties on New Year's Eve. I fell asleep at 8:50.
Yeah, you missed a good time.
And then I got to say sorry to Brandon because I fell asleep and I didn't go to his New Year's Eve party.
Who?
Like I promised
Who?
either. Brandon?
Remind me of his voice again.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Brandon. I missed that. That's the only thing I really. No offense to all you guys, I really wanted to see that, and I'm too old and I smoke too much weed, so it just wasn't happening.
I'm sure the sabers were popping.
I was hoping to see some videos. Anybody get any videos?
No.
I was hoping to see like just the bottle pop and then a cork go one way and a thumb go another way.
Oh my fucking god! Blood coming out.
I bet you they had fun. I mean, I was hoping one of you guys would have went.
Would have been fun.
I was like, okay, I just got done fucking with all my Christmas presents. I got all my switches, all my Cisco switches set up, and I got them all ready to go. And I was like, all right, cool, perfect. They're right where I want them. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna relax for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna go to Matt's, and then I'm gonna go to Brent. And I was out. I woke up at like 2:00 in the morning. And I woke up and I was like, oh fuck! So I watched A Star Is Born and went back to sleep.
Is that movie any good?
It's not bad.
I know the answer to that. That was just giving you shit. I was trying to see if you watched it.
Yeah, if you want to know how much of a fucking nerd Kyle is, he just sent me a picture of him sitting in front of fucking playing with switches. He's like, I'll be there in a little bit. And fucking all of a sudden I look at my phone, it's been 2 hours, and he was last on Messenger 2 hours ago, and he's not responding.
I was out.
Did you think he was partying with Brandon, or
I was like, either he's ignoring me or he fell asleep, and then because he was the first thing he said to me at like 6:00 in the morning was, "Man, I can't wait to go home and go to bed." I was like,
okay.
Well, Monday night was Nubia's holiday party, so we had went out and we were downtown, and my deal with her was that after the holiday party, I have to go at least to one or two bars afterwards. And since work was going to let us out early, I was just going to have to suffer. And that's the deal that I had made. So the holiday party got over like at 10. So we still had to go to other bars because that was part of the promise. And we were drinking and doing shots and fucking, I was doing shots of Jameson and drinking whiskey Cokes, and I'm like, shit. So then we're like, ready? It's like, oh fuck, I guess we got to go to another bar. And so we went to another bar, then we went to another bar, and it was like 12:30, 12:45 by the time, because I think I was still texting Matt. I was at the bar still. It's like almost one, because Matt was even going, what are you still doing up?
Yeah.
I'm at the bar. So then I got up and I got home at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Got up at 5 and went to work. And I was like, fuck. And then I passed the fuck out.
So it was a good holiday party for Carly's.
Yeah, we had fun.
See, my work has become so corporate bullshit that they don't even have a holiday party anymore. As a matter of fact, they don't even give you a handshake. They just say, you used to have vacation, you no longer have it, and just be happy you have a job. So holiday party, man. Good job.
That's what my job was, dude. No holiday party, no Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, no bonus, no nothing, no fucking nothing. When I got Employee of the Month, they used to send you like a tin of popcorn or something for Employee of the Month. Didn't even get that. Like, you're not even worth a tin of popcorn anymore.
Yeah, they used to give like turkeys or hams to every employee, or have a big event, a big Christmas party, and fucking corporate America, man. That's what I'm talking about. We got to get the hell out of this shit, Matt.
Shit, even when I used to work at Walmart, they at least gave you an extra discount on groceries during the holidays. Can't even get that.
Yeah, it's sad.
Fucking sad.
You got people over here. I got holiday parties to go to, and my work there's this big holiday party. What'd the library do for you, Corbin? They let you reorganize the Dewey Decimal System.
That's so funny. No.
Did you get to smell the new stamp cards that they were putting in for the new year?
No, I was pretty much sick, but then they were like, "Oh, don't touch this. Oh, don't sneeze that." In fact, I think they forced me to go home. So happy holidays to me for my job.
Well, your job was looking out for you.
Yeah. Oh no, they just didn't want to get themselves sick. We're very much dog eat dog, but we're just fake enough that it comes across from the outside looking in that you care. Like, oh, don't worry about
Damn, he's over here giving you the fucking inside track about how it's done. Yeah.
Oh, it's fake.
It's real cutthroat at the public library.
Yeah, but I mean, at least occasionally somebody will surprise one of us with a coffee, or we'll get more stuff from our community than we get from each other. I see you, Kyle. I'm getting ready. Yeah,
like this, fisticuffs.
Let's go.
Bitch.
What
are you gonna do?
What? At you? What? No. But, especially working in the senior community, a lot of the seniors will give us cookies and things of that sort. I have a little rule of my own where if it's not packaged, I'm not touching it. So I don't personally benefit from any of it. But it's all made with me in mind, and so that's a nice gesture. So I think more of the love that we get really comes from the people we serve.
Right into the garbage can.
Pretty much. No, I gestured over to the community table for about a week and then to the trash can. But all in all, the job is a job. It's even we don't even pretend to have that type of, oh, we're a family. We just know we're here to work, get paid. I did get a bonus, so that helped. Not a bonus, but a raise. So that was nice. So I feel bad for you not getting that. But I would gladly trade that in for Christmas ham or turkey, because that sounds exciting. And I've never had
ham job.
Yeah, that would work too.
A Christmas ham job.
I mean, I'm not going to comment.
Christmas ham job.
Good for you.
I can't remember the last time I got a Christmas bonus.
I thought you were going to say owner. Yeah. I was like, is that an actual thing? Because your boy doesn't know.
Your Christmas bonus is that you get to come back and work the 26th.
Yep.
Your Christmas bonus is that you still got a job the next day when you come back.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
So what are our topics for today?
Yeah.
Oh, just being sick and drinking beer and
Just
listening to you guys talk about your holidays.
Those are the topics for today.
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, is anyone excited about WandaVision being moved up this year?
No.
Are you serious, Kyle?
I think it's just a play for money.
Oh, it most assuredly is. They're not even trying to hide the fact that it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
after The
what it is-
Mandalorian came, people just dropped off with that last episode. Like, okay, I'm paying how much a month for this?
What did you guys think about the last episode? Well, actually, hold on. Sorry. Let's finish this WandaVision talk. I always do that.
Oh, no. I was
Nobody gives
was
a shit about
excited about it.
WandaVision.
That's not true, Kyle. That's just you doesn't give a shit about it, okay? Be clear.
Oh, no.
WandaVision is a big deal.
My line forms to the left.
Where?
Trust me.
To the
they're
left.
there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're there.
What did they give any trailers or anything? I didn't see anything for it.
No, they went, oh, fuck. Mandalorian's done. People are canceling. We're taking away movies and not telling anybody. Oh, fuck. We better dangle something. Hey, WandaVision. Hurry up, fuckers.
Yep.
And they got me hook, line, and sinker. Yep. And I'm not bringing back my subscription. I'm not bringing back my subscription.
I'm not a casual Wanda fan.
Oh, no.
So did you cancel your subscription?
I already did.
Yeah, I got to cancel mine.
And to be completely fair, I didn't even finish The Mandalorian. That wasn't
Really?
that I saw 3 episodes. It was okay.
Oh,
and then it just
Hold
it didn't.
on. Go, keep going.
It just didn't pique my.
So, since nobody cares about Corbin's fucking opinion on it,
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna mute him because
Okay. No, but that was just me. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So
did we talk about Star? We haven't talked about Star Wars with you. Did you watch Star Wars?
Good answer.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
you need to stop with that, man. You need to stop with that. All right. Damn. Calm down. Also, yeah, I did. I was not a fan.
Yeah. What'd you think? Real quick.
I think it would have been better if it would have defeated Disney's holy grail of the trilogy. But it would have been better served to have had 2 movies.
Yeah, they didn't need the Last Jedi or whatever.
No, having not being able to have done that, which is replace the Last Jedi with half of the content from this movie, they should have split this movie into 2 parts. One coming out now, one coming out either this time next year or later, where you break up some of that, because there was a lot of stuff to pack in. There's a lot of stuff I was not a fan of. The way they shoehorn things in. There was. It was like The Mandalorian to me. No, I'm just kidding. But
The Mandalorian was good, man. I gotta be honest. Like,
no, I'm just messing with you.
I'm so stoked for next season of Mandalorian. I thought the last episode was awesome.
Fall 2020 on that one. Fall 2020.
What's his name? Jason Sudeikis.
Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Where he's
I
punching
think that's
the
funny that
video.
it's added to his Wikipedia now.
Yeah, baby puncher, Yoda puncher. I'm just beyond excited about where Star Wars is going after this Skywalker saga. As long as we don't have to deal with Kathleen Kennedy.
Well, it sounds like you're going to be dealing with Kathleen Kennedy for a long time.
Yeah, I would also not be optimistic not having to deal with her.
Which I still wish they would clarify, if they're bringing Kevin Feige over, why she's still there. Like, what is her role? What is his role? If they're saying we're not replacing her, but Kevin Feige's coming over, what is his role? Like, what is the purpose for that?
Yeah,
What?
I agree. I was telling Keith the other day, I'm like, I think Kevin Feige is like part of Star Wars now. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you didn't hear that? He's like, yeah, I thought that was a rumor. Like, and I'm like, you know what? I haven't heard much about it since the initial announcement. So you're right, Matt.
And now he's heading up
Everybody gets
Deadpool
one.
too, so who knows like what is going on with him.
Deadpool. I better be in there. I better have a fucking cameo.
Get no cameos here.
Yeah.
And then when I murder somebody, it better says star of Deadpool murders somebody.
Oh wow, you're throwing pot shots at the star of Captain America for killing her mother. That's wrong.
Like, wait, hold on. You're using the term "star" very loosely here, because
I'm just doing what the news.
No, it should go like this. You mean
I'm just
star?
doing
No,
media
not star. Supporting actress? No, supporting actress. Woohoo! Wait, I'm gonna slow it down. Pause. Shit, I missed it. Rewind it. Play it. Pause. Shit, I missed it. I'm gonna have to play it in slow motion. Right there.
Yeah.
Also,
That's
we
really
don't know
should've done
one of the 3 background actresses that was. So that was Google. That was trending on Google when I first saw it. I said, wait, what? I'm
Stupid
like,
clickbait bullshit.
Yeah, that's the
It
tagline
really
that's
is.
been everywhere is that stupid clickbait. Captain
Which is
America
why-
actress.
which is why I said exactly. Captain America actress or whatever. I use star just to be even more obnoxious and over the top. But that's the only reason why people even care. Which says a lot about society and the fact of the troubling situation that it's involved to begin with, and also where we are with movies that we have to go, oh wow, she was in this. Let's slap it on and make it big news. We're like relative to any other murder, which is a big deal in and of itself to begin with, or at least it should be. It shouldn't be publicized and played for, I don't know, shock value, which is
Guy who walked across the street in Avengers kills dog.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
It's fucking stupid.
Actor in Avengers kills ferret. Tony Stark's second stand-in accidentally steps on daughter's ferret in drunken rage. Yeah,
Guy looking out window during filming of Avengers killed ferret.
Guy playing Galaga during in Avengers caught ferociously masturbating outside of bar. It's
a mess. It's a mess. That's what it is, and it's a shame.
It's just people.
we need to get our brooms because it's a mess.
Yes, these organizations are just they need the clicks too bad that they're trying to. It's like CNN. We have to create stories so that people come and check us out, and that's what stuff like that is.
Oh, you mean like we got this covered, and that's all they do?
Just about to say that. But whoever made the headline for this, I think, really does deserve a butterscotch because we all looked at it.
That's true.
So
Hook,
just for
line,
that.
and clickbait sinker.
Yes,
I think it's everybody's on a Yahoo front page time span. You know what I mean? Like if it's something that I can watch and figure out in 3 seconds, then I'm cool with it. Otherwise, if I got to read, I don't want to deal with it.
I think the reason it got clicked on so many times is because there's so many news comic podcasts out there that everybody thought they were getting the next story for their podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we all just recycle and regurgitate the same shit. So,
Yep.
It's all.
So everybody clicked on it.
Yep.
Ooh, someone from Captain America killed something. Those motherfuckers.
Right. Are you like, we got this covered where they're like, Lucasfilms announces Knights of the Old Republic movie in production. And you click on it and it's Kathleen Kennedy from Star Wars Day months ago being like, well, we got something for you to look at eventually. And it's like, how does that confirm a movie? It could be a comic book. It could be anything.
I mean, did you guys also hear about the whole Marvel doing the LGBTQ new character in one of their upcoming movies? And then, oh, wait, we probably jumped the gun on that. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, Kevin Feige says that it's going to come soon. And then he's like, oh, well, eventually it's, yeah.
I wasn't getting into that clickbait.
You didn't buy that. You didn't take that clickbait for a ride.
Nope, I wasn't stepping in what they were dropping.
Well, I actually didn't. I follow someone who saves people clicks by reading it and then like putting in a quick synopsis on it. So I didn't actually click on it either.
Don't back up and act like you did what I did, but differently.
No, I did. I did it better than you. I have a better follow. No,
Those guys are my fucking heroes.
No, sir.
I love them. No, for
Incorrect
real, though.
statement,
Because to be fair, when I first heard that, it didn't
To
really
be
mean anything
fair.
to me. No,
To be
because
fair,
yeah,
You're
like
gonna
yeah,
clean this
better
mess
than
up
you.
with a broom.
Well, yeah, and give everyone a butterscotch. No, but it wasn't that big a deal to me. It's gonna be it's just another director saying we're gonna get breaking news. We're gonna have people in our upcoming movie. Like
it wasn't a director though. It was Kevin Feige. It was Marvel's Messiah. It was Marvel's God.
It was to me because they weren't gonna say what movie it was gonna be or anything. So the detail that they told me, I just found out by reading the headline. I didn't have to click on it to find out any more information. It only became more interesting because he had to walk it back a bit. Otherwise, I mean, what is there that he elaborated on that you didn't need to know by just reading the headline of any news title? We plan on having XYZ character. Okay, great, awesome. See it when it happens.
Let's take a moment to just appreciate Brian the fucking big boy mug.
Not only that, hot chocolate with whipped cream on the top,
Oh
gentlemen.
shit!
Yes, sir.
That's a man's drink.
That's
That
living
is.
right. That's
Brian's
living
got
right.
the big boy mug.
Kicking off
Fuck busting
2020
this
on a
out when you've
great
got a hot
note.
chocolate with whipped cream.
Fucking
That's
A, man.
so old and not original. Be different. Be classic.
To be fair,
To be fair,
Oh wow.
Good
That's
stuff.
not too early, boys.
it's too early.
To be running jokes into the ground. I left the bread joke back in 2019.
Yeah, but yeah, you just brought it up.
yikes.
You guys, was there any books that were Jesus Christ? Fucking dogs. Sorry, guys. Did you guys get any books this week? Were there any books that sold?
Tombstone, that dog. Oh, dude. So look, I'm gonna take this time to plug this. I'll talk
There
about
we
it
go,
more on
finally.
Spin It Rack. But if you guys have not picked this up yet, I can't recommend it enough. Donnie Cates' Thor, fucking issue 1. This book is gonna be fantastic. Issue
What's it
1
about?
was fantastic. I can't wait for issue
What
2.
made
I
it
think this is gonna be
fantastic?
a big boy book here. This is gonna be a book to go after. Basically,
Not basically. What's it about?
To be fair,
so Thor's an old man. He's the king of Odin now, and so he's starting to lose.
He's the king of Odin.
Or, well, he's Odin's son. He's the king of Asgard.
Fuck,
now.
you already ruined it.
I
the
did, dude. I'm
fucking
fucked
review.
up. But he's the king of Asgard now, and so he's kind of an old man. He's starting to lose his powers, and they make a reference to Mjolnir starting to feel very heavy to him, to where he can barely hold it, and he's starting to lose his wordiness. And as he's sitting there talking about the 7 realms, down comes crashing Galactus, and something has beaten the shit out of Galactus. He's missing an arm. He's all fucked up, and it's this like, hold on, it's like this celestial beast that he survived. He survived it twice. He survived it once before while he was still a man, and then he just barely escaped it again. And Silver Surfer comes back, and he's like, "Look, the only way we can stop this thing is we need Galactus. So we've got these planets that are hidden away, that I've hidden away from him, that if he consumes them, he'll regain his more power than he's had before. But we're gonna assemble a team, and we're gonna evacuate these planets before we let him consume them." And so Galactus stands up, and he's like, "No, I'm not gonna do it right now." And he was like, I've seen the future. He's like, when you fight this thing, it shows you your death. And he's like, the first time I never saw anything. This time I saw my death by Thor. And he's like, if I'm gonna die by Thor, I'm gonna face him down face to face. And Thor agrees to help him, and so Silver Surfer agrees to help him too. And Silver Surfer becomes his herald again. And as Galactus is like, I'm gonna face down Thor, he blasts him real quick. And when the blast clears, there's young Thor again, and he's now a herald of Galactus.
What the fuck is Donnie Cates doing, man?
Dude, it's gonna be, I'm telling you.
Listen, I'm not saying it's gonna be fire, because it probably is, but fucking Donnie Cates, like, come up with a new idea. Like, how many people is he gonna have to mash together and like Ghost Rider, Cosmic Ghost Rider Punisher?
Well, he's
Thor
there too.
Herald
Cosmic
of Galactus. Black's what is the new Silver Surfer with the
Silver Surfer
where he's
Black?
Silver Surfer Black. Thanos, is now the whatever. It's like, motherfucker, we got your MO. Yeah, we know your MO. Like, come on, man. Don't get me wrong. He's a good writer. I agree with you. It's probably going to be fire, and that's why all these Thor books are catching heat. But come on, man. Like, he's got.
Dude, the art in it is fucking fire, though, man.
Don't get me. Hey, man, you guys know me. I'm a huge cosmic guy, and Silver Surfer and Galactus are my dudes. So, I'm all for that. Like, but dude, come on, like, without mashing up 2 fucking characters, can you come up with an original story?
Well, I mean, I'm
No.
interested to see where it goes because he's like I said, he was old and broken, and he had like was missing
And
an
isn't-
arm, and
Isn't that the same story that Jason Aaron told in God of Thunder? Right? Thor was old. He was missing
Maybe.
an arm. He had to go back and fight. You know, get together with his younger self, and like it's like I don't know. I'm just it's starting to be very obvious that Donny Cates has an MO for writing his stories and a setup of not only mashing together two characters, but then stealing ideas. And I don't necessarily say stealing because he's been very upfront with he's a fan of old books and he likes to bring those back. So I'm cool with that. But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we're in it's like a broken record. I don't skip.
I don't know.
Maybe that's just me.
It's worth checking out.
It's a great story. It's a great sounding story. Don't get me wrong. I agree.
No, yeah, it's worth checking out.
Again.
The art in it is beautiful. Like I said, it was a book that I picked up just to like let me check it out, and it blew me away.
Cover.
So
It's a cool cover.
it's one of those Marvel books where it had multiple covers but
That narrows down the
multiple
Marvel books.
variants. Like
Let
there's
me
like
ask you
that-
something.
25
That
variants.
narrows
for
down
it.
the Marvel books.
So there's like 4 Thor books that have just shot to the roof. Or Thor characters or whatever. There's a Stormbreaker book that's super hot right now, and then there's that Angela Asgard's Assassin #1 is super hot right now because I guess it has something to do with that's the first appearance of Thor's daughters or something. Is Thor's daughters in this book?
No. Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet. Yeah, not yet. But I mean, you've seen the Avengers fight Galactus, and it's just like it's just one of those things where he comes crashing down to Asgard, and he's so fucked up. Like he's missing an arm, and he's just brutally fucked up. You're like, man, I can't wait to see what it is that did this to the World Eater, you know?
Mm-hmm. What proportion, like, of destruction?
And I mean, I kind of like that he's bringing. I mean, he is writing Silver Surfer Black, so it's interesting to see that he brought in Silver Surfer Black and the Cosmic Ghost Rider's there too. Yeah,
Really? Okay. Okay, that's cool. I'm cool with that as long as he's using his characters. That's cool. But again, hopefully it goes with there's some originality in it rather than just his same old song and dance.
yeah, and like people are calling
guess we'll
Silver
find
Surfer
out.
by his real name, and he's like telling them to stop, that he's not going to acknowledge that name, and it's an interesting take so far, especially for issue 1. So,
Well, Silver Surfer is probably my favorite Marvel character next to the Watcher. So I like what he did with Silver Surfer. So I'll take your advice. I'll read it. I'll go. As a matter of fact, I'll go check it out right now.
it's kind of like he kind of tells him, he's like, I've seen my future, and you're the one that kills me, and he's like, if you're gonna kill me, I want your best shot. He's like, I want us both to give us our best shot, and he heals Thor and makes him young again. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
That's kind of a weird thing that he shot him and all of a sudden he's young again. Did he say what happened or what he shot him with? Or?
He just made him a herald. He made him younger and stronger as a herald. So
With some man cream.
yeah, with some with some Brogurt. He clears him with the Brogurt.
Some hand.
But Donny Cates, and he writes a nice little letter in the back of the book about superheroes and
Kyle.
Yeah, about Kyle. About how Kyle is his number one
his
fan.
friend Kyle.
About how, like, when you're a kid and you're reading comics, you got the allure and the magic of these characters, and then you don't pay attention to who's writing them or the art, and you're just more about the character and the story. And as you grow up and you still continue reading, then you get into the artist and the writer and the politics of the book, and how there's at that point there's no magic left. And he's like, Thor is one of those characters that's where the magic is still left for him, and he's super excited to be writing this book. And so,
And that's nice. That
that's a
counts
nice
for
little
Who's
tip of
doing the
that.
art?
Find out for you.
That's the real MVP who's doing the art.
The art is fucking gorgeous, man.
It is. It's freaking beautiful. Wow. That first page is gorgeous. That first splash.
Nick Klein is the artist, and Matthew Wilson is doing the colors.
Oh, there's okay, I see what's her name's in there. Angela. Or are those just harpies or something?
Herpes.
Harpies.
I haven't had those in ages. But yeah, and it's got a nice little dose of comedy. Like the event, the Thor, you just see it opens up with Mjolnir flying through the 7 realms, and then all of a sudden you see the Avengers fighting a monster on Earth, and Mjolnir lands on the monster, taking it out, and Tony and Captain America look at Mjolnir sitting there, and Tony's like, "Anybody got a Sharpie?" So he writes "Enjoy retirement" on it. So when Thor calls it back, it says "Nice shot, enjoy your retirement" on the hammer. So yeah, I mean, Thor rebuilt Asgard, and instead of being in castles and gold like his father had it's more old Viking style. And
I love how he's got Odin's crows on ravens with him. That's badass.
Odinson.
I think that Thor is probably one of the best characters to write that isn't utilized enough. And I'm glad to see that he's being used in a way like this. And I'm glad that he's taking from some of Jason Aaron's stuff. I'm cool with that. I just
see he's all messed up and missing an arm and
basically
all jacked up.
The same thing, the same Thor from God of Thunder. What is that character in God of Thunder? That's badass how Silver Surfer just shows up.
Yeah, he comes out of the wall.
That is fucking sick. I see. I don't. I came off like I hate Donny Cates, but I
definitely
now the back pedal starts. Here comes the back pedal.
I'm not gonna backpedal.
I'm gonna go ahead and back out
on coming up with an original idea. But I really love Silver Surfer Black.
He just went from neutral to reverse real quick.
Yeah,
I'll always bet on black. That's why.
Okay, Corbin.
Badass, man.
But really, though, it's pretty sick.
It's a good book.
It's gonna be interesting.
Sick like Corbin was last week.
Oh, wow.
And of course, I mean, if you're reading any of the Marvel or the X-Men stuff, Marauders and X-Force is still good, or X-Factor is still good, whichever one it is. I always screwed up. Corbin knows.
Yeah, you mean Marauders?
No, I know Marauders, but I'm talking about X-Factor, X-Force, X-Factor. I think it is.
Yeah, X-Force.
Whatever one it is.
Okay, neither of you guys know. Never mind.
I always screw the book up. It's the ongoing thing on Spinner
It's
Rack.
X-Force.
Ooh, that was confidence. That was confidence, Corbin.
Thank you. You just throw it out there and you say it. But no, it really is X-Force. That's why I said it. X-Force 5, if we're going to be specific.
But yeah, I don't know what's causing. I don't know if it's just the Thor Love and Thunder stuff that's come out that's causing those books to skyrocket, or I know Jane Foster is supposed to be starting in her new book is Lady Sith, the next Lady Sith. So I don't know. I don't know what's causing.
Was that who was Lady Sif in that one? Was that Jane Foster?
I don't think you see her in that book.
You see Lady Sith or whatever, or Sith?
It's not Jane Foster then.
Okay. Yeah, she's talking to him when he throws his Mjolnir out to across the 10 kingdoms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if he can come up with an original idea or if he just copies the same old song and dance.
Yep.
Kyle's got the purple fister.
Did you guys see the McFarlane DC toys yet?
Yes.
I think I did, yeah.
What'd you guys think?
I like it.
There were some that were amazing, but some just didn't look like McFarlane. They were like the animated style, so they weren't detailed enough. But
I only saw a couple, like Batman, I think Batman Beyond.
No, it was Batman in the metal suit.
Okay,
Right, yeah, fire, red and black, all
See,
over.
I'm just a casual Batman fan, so I wasn't really sure.
The Hellbat, yeah. And then the
Yeah,
Batman
it's
who
okay,
laughs looks
It's
bad
okay.
as fuck. The Superman looks bad as fuck. The one that looks like a he almost looks like one of like not Voltron, but what was the thing that Voltron comes from in Japan? That's like Voltron, but before Voltron.
Not super huge on the Voltron, unfortunately.
Matt, you know
Power
what it is.
Rangers,
No.
Super Sentai,
Yeah. Super hentai.
Matt from
I
the
mean,
top
Sentai.
row.
Super Sentai.
Super hentai. Matt's like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was blown away because I didn't know about this stuff, and the McFarlane Toys having the DC multiverse. This is where all DC multiverse figures are going to come from. Here, I'm going to share my screen.
They're all in there at Walmart. They're Walmart being sold at Walmart too, aren't they?
Oh, and they're freaking beautiful, man. So let's do this. All right, let's go.
The Harley Quinn one looks a little rough to me.
Yeah, the Harley Quinn is animated, so let's do this.
She's dummy thick.
So, yeah, there's the Superman, and I mean it doesn't look too bad, but it's cool how they come with those bases. And,
Yeah.
I mean they're fully articulated. They just look beautiful, man. But look at this. Let me show you they come out in January, so it should be coming out
now.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh, I like the
Look
Jonathan Stewart Green Lantern.
It looks too animated, man.
I like how the Deadshot looks like Vin Diesel.
Right. All right. So there's Jonathan Stewart. Like, I love Jonathan Stewart Green Lantern, but I'm not a fan of the. I want the animated series is badass, but not for McFarlane. Like, McFarlane needs to be super detailed, but it still looks cool. Look how cool his gun is. I mean, look how awesome articulated that is. That's just cool.
The details very nice, considering.
And then check out the Hellbat. Let me find look at the Batman who laughs, dude. This is
Yeah, that one's sick.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Right? Like Tim Taylor, cool time. And it comes instead of a Build-A-Figure, it comes with a build a Batmobile. So you get pieces to build the Batmobile. Look how badass that is. But here, Corbin was talking about the Hellbat. That is, here's the one that looks like the Sentai. Yeah, I mean, that's Superman? It's the
Super hentai.
Unchained Armor. But it looks like it's like the Japanese robot builder stuff. But look how badass that is right there. That's just beautiful. So I'm really stoked, but here's the best one. See if we can find it. Hopefully it's here. Well,
that Green Arrow looks like the TV show one too. The
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the best. This is the best one, if you ask me.
Oh, where is it? There it is. Oh yeah, look how badass that is.
That's sick.
Fucking man.
That's just
Oh. Yeah, that's one of the baddest figures I think I've ever
If you ever
seen.
wanted to hear the sound of two guys simultaneously coming at the same time, you just
Look
heard
at how badass that is.
sick.
Gosh, yes.
We've created such a good visual for our Monday listeners.
Yeah, right. So
I think it
we're
looks good in the packaging, so you can leave it unopened if you want to.
Don't even pop it out the box.
Yeah, you don't even need to. I mean, even though I would.
I just popped. Damn.
Yeah.
oh my god.
So, anyways,
Wow.
Speaking
cool,
of
though.
popped,
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
You need to stop.
that's gonna be it. Anytime you say something ridiculous, you're gonna have to go up against Brandon. Popping bottles of the Saber. Best thing to come out of that.
well, it's. I thought it was very cool, and I thought it was something that people should definitely see. It's cool to see McFarlane doing non-image comic stuff again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially DC. I never thought he would be doing DC stuff.
I almost wonder if he's got like cancer if it's gonna come out, he's got like some terminal illness or something. Because
Whoa! Why
on,
are you making
hold
it
on.
so fucking dark?
because
Well,
like,
then I hope he hurries up and he gets to Florida and he signs our fucking book.
because he's like all of a sudden like I'm gonna do CGC signings again, and I'm gonna start doing all this other shit and get back into this stuff, and it just seems like he's just tired of sitting around and being a recluse, so he's just getting productive again.
Maybe that over him dying, possibly. God,
I'm just saying, you never know.
that's with anyone. Oh my god! I was
Fucking
like,
Matt's over here.
yeah,
predicting the death of Todd McFarlane.
trying to kill him off already. I haven't heard from Rob Liefeld in a little bit. You think he might have gone terminal? I mean,
that's the best for everyone at this point. In that case,
you should play that clip of Brandon just for saying that, just for yourself. All right, run that up.
I mean, if Rob Liefeld were to get a little bit of frostbite and have to get his foot amputated so his foot looked like one he drew, I mean, that's just called justice, right? That's called karma.
Wow. I'm just saying, we gotta call that out. That was a bad comment there, okay?
Nah.
So I guess when you go through and you mark the show up, when I said Todd McFarlane has terminal cancer, or whatever you said.
Yeah.
No, I just said I wonder.
That's the promo clip.
He was that guy that was always against doing CGC and
clickbait.
And
Comic
you go to
insiders wonder whether McFarlane has terminal cancer.
You go to
He's not against it.
Dude, I hope.
Of,
if you listen, if we got this covered, picks that up, you know where it started. It started right here. But I mean,
he's not against it. He's just not. He's against it in his line, slowing down his lines.
Well, and then he goes to shows and he's only like, he shows up at Phoenix Comic-Con when he fucking lives here. He's like, I'm only signing for 100 people on one day, and that's it. Booyah.
And that's why he doesn't have CGC witnesses, because it takes too long. But then, every couple years he does signings for CGC.
But now he's doing more pop-ups at like local stores, and he did some pop-up signings from stores in California.
It's never too late to build your brand. It never.
You can never talk bad. You can, in my opinion, you can never talk bad about Todd McFarlane, because I literally saw him walk up and down a line of probably 1,000 people and take selfies with each and every single person, and talk
because he's terminally ill.
So because he takes pictures and he's
all
not
the handshakes
dying.
that he can.
I mean, that dude, like, people can complain, like, oh, why doesn't he sign books? It's for a reason. It's not because he's like live.
Oh no, I know.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying. I'm just speculating of making a poor speculation and
more
of a joke of
very poor.
More of a joke of why he's all of a
We've
sudden.
had about 7 minutes of poor speculating.
Jack's putting it in reverse now.
Yeah, we've been
back it up.
Let's talk about some other celebrities I've ever heard from that might be dead. We can kill them off real quick.
Right?
Alex Trebek.
He matches characters because he's terminally ill.
No, he's putting so much into his Thor book because he knows he doesn't have much time left. That's why he's putting everything he has in that Thor book. It might be diabetes for all we know. I'm sorry, I'm still speculating with Matt here. I mean, God.
Donny Cates has diabetes and Todd McFarlane's terminally ill.
This is kicking off the new year, right?
Next, you're going to say Stan Lee's going to die.
Fuck that. Wow.
He's not dead. He's frozen right next to Walt Disney.
And Ted Williams.
Yep.
And Steve Rogers.
Yep.
And an unknown actor.
Okay, you know what? The ghost of Mark Hamill's career. Anyway.
1983.
Hey, Chuck's
in the chat. Actor.
Did anybody bring Chuck his butterscotch?
I mean, I've been.
Corbin's eating them all.
Sitting on him, keeping them warm for him.
There you go. I want to make sure they're all nice and moist.
Yeah.
So who else do you think in the comic industry is going to die, Matt?
I don't know.
Yeah, please tell us. Go clairvoyant on us here, Matt.
I mean,
the clairvoyant Undertaker.
Brian Michael Bendis' career is pretty much already dead. I don't hear anyone arguing me with there. I don't hear any argument there.
He's been shit for many years, man. I'm actually glad he left Marvel.
Ever since he left Marvel.
He's just been killing it on DC too. Legion of Superheroes is a big hit. I'm being very
Sarcasm.
sarcastic.
Sarcasm.
Yes. I mean, I hate everything he's done over
Since they
DC.
can see your eye roll on Monday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, guys. I bet you the biggest eye roll, ladies and gents. I was so kidding. He single-handedly ruined Superman over there. I mean, he's done to Superman what Tom King's done to Batman. DC can't. They're desperately in need for a reboot for both.
Damn casual Batman fans.
I know, right?
Honestly, here's the thing. For casual Batman fans, I'm just going to speak to you real quick. It's fine to be casual, but don't speak like you have an authority when you don't. Okay, simple as that. If I'm a casual wrestling fan, I'm not going to talk to other people who know their wrestling stuff like I know mine. No, I'm casual. I might check it out on a Friday night when I'm feeling okay. But I'm not there religiously checking everything. Same goes to comics, okay? I read one good Tom King book 3 years ago, so I think he's okay. Oh, Brian Michael Bendis on Superman? I'm sure there's a good story out there. Yeah, I'm sure. No shit, there's a good story out there for somebody. Okay? The bottom line, if you're a casual reader, stick to that. Stay in your lane. Be happy to be there, okay? But if you're not serious, don't go in that boat because it's not for you. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that.
You know what's funny? I've heard a couple people actually try and argue that Brian Michael Bendis' Superman is the best Superman written in years.
They are on crack, and they've been on crack for many years.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tried really hard.
He's on crack.
Every time I tried to read it, it would fall flat for me. I couldn't do it, and I was like, "Fuck!" I just wasted money again. And I keep trying, like, and I try to hang in there, like, okay, maybe it's gonna get good now, and it just doesn't.
And it's coming from a casual comic fan, so if he knows it, then shoot.
If the casual comic fan like me has figured it out.
But okay, let's talk about that. At what point in the industry and in your career do you think? I mean, we're just speculating from the outside here. Do you think you should pull the plug? Because we're talking about Brian Michael Bendis' writing has gone to shit. Rob Liefeld's always been shit. You got
Frank Miller.
Frank Miller's writing going to shit. You've got
Dan Slott.
Dan Slott. You've got John Romita Jr. That's a big one.
Oh my God, that last cover he did. Oh,
at what point, from the fan perspective, at what point do you think you should turning the tide? Do you think that you would be, as a creator, be like, all right, I think it's time to hang it up?
When I stop getting a paycheck.
Honestly, the sad thing is I have to agree.
As long as I'm getting a paycheck, I'm just gonna keep pumping shit out. I don't care.
Yeah, you're totally right there, man. They keep paying the guys, they're gonna keep putting shit out.
It's like saying it like this. Fuck, that guy I work with doesn't like me. I shouldn't work here anymore.
But I think what Matt's trying to say is you make a great point, Kyle. But from the perspective of the people writing the checks, it's not often, so I'm letting you know. No, I'm just kidding. But from the perspective of the people cutting the checks, you are DC. You see the problem. Well, honestly, pause on that. DC's been crap. We've already seen the Dan DiDio just wants to put something out there that'll sell. Doesn't matter. He doesn't give a damn about the quality of the storytelling. Doesn't give a damn about everything. All he cares about is not facsimile copies that are being sold, and that's new original stories. And he wants to chuck up the universe and 5G and all these other random initiatives to change things just for the sake of change. So maybe that's where it starts.
For the casual Corbin.
Hey, that's me.
Please go ahead and explain to us what 5G is.
Honestly,
because that news has been all over the place. The 5G stuff has been everywhere lately.
Oh, I mean,
I'm waiting for LTE.
Oh
I don't think he's talking about 5G as in cell phone, is he?
No. No, it's obviously he's being funny. It's okay. So this has been long rumored plan, and this was highlighted by.
Well, it's not long rumored because he talked about it at San Diego.
Well, I'm saying before that it was rumored, and then yes, because remember, Bleeding Cool had done like a feature on it or something beforehand about connecting these dots. But basically, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, The Flash, they're gonna cede their mantles to replacements, and some of these are gonna be like surprising ones. So Batman will be black, and or Luke Fox rather than a Robin or a Batgirl or something like that. They might go into other universes, further diversifying the universe with diversification for the sake of that. So we're going to have a black character here. We're going to have a different nationality here, taking the place of these namesake heroes that have led DC. So think of the Trinity, think of the outstanding members of the Justice League, think of possible replacements that you'll never see coming for these characters that will be Superman. So you're not going to have Luke Fox as a different Batman. No, Luke Fox will be Batman. Where Bruce Wayne goes, who knows? Where will Clark Kent go? We're not sure. But we know they're going to have these new, different characters, male, female, different nationality, different orientation, doesn't matter, haven't figured it out yet, for these long-standing legacy DC characters. That's
well, they're going to be older,
initiative.
so it's going to be you're coming into the story where Batman is older in his career, and he's handed the mantle down to Fox, and so
what should happen is
it kind of removes Terry McGinnis from the equation, then, you know, and
all the Robins
and what it sounds like to me is it sounds like it's just a giant cash grab to get all the way to come full circle back to another Crisis. Yep. Because they love their crossover books, just like Death.
Restart at number 1. Let's go back to number 1.
Just like Marvel.
And also, just like Marvel. No, just to clarify the 5G. Apparently the generation. So the first generation, Wonder Woman was the first superhero in the DC universe. That'll be the first generation. Second generation is Superman, his first appearance. Bam. Third generation will be from Crisis on Infinite Earths through Flashpoint. Boom. Fourth generation will be what we're reading right now in DC Comics. And then the fifth generation is this 5G initiative. So just to also add that clarification.
Stupid.
Fuck, I'm going to stop reading comics.
Yep. That's exactly what they're doing. Me and Kyle were kind of talking about this earlier today, that I really think that a lot of old school comic fans, and when I say old school, anybody that's reading for the last 10 years or more, don't want to read comics anymore because of the bullshit that they're pulling like this. Comics are getting ridiculous. And I never thought I would actually say that because, you know, comics are so ridiculous, but they are beyond ridiculous.
Well, that's where you're seeing a lot of the older school guys switch from collecting to the flipping and the buying and selling and doing all that.
Yep. Sad, man.
I mean, it's just like I think me and you were talking about it before, Brian, was my pull list is slowly getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm starting just to look for more key stuff, more covers that I like. It's because I'm a casual fan, but
we're quitting reading. We're not going to read as much.
I mean, here's the thing. I wish that they would do it in a way that would give an homage, like, to readers. And not an homage, that's not the right word. But basically rewarding those who have stood by for so long and not just changing it up just for the sake of change. And a lot of them are doing that. We know that Marvel will do anything that will sell. That's kind of their MO. And DC with Dan Didiot, as I say, has been doing has been doing the same thing. That direction is really what will get people's eyes there. What is that next big thing? Not for storytelling purposes of high quality, not for anything of that sort. No, just to get eyes on, to get people to sell the books. That's their only requirement. And it's a problem. You're right. Like they are being penalized because pull lists are getting smaller, because it doesn't take long for readers, especially the hardcore ones. I'm just making a joke here, but it doesn't take long for them to see, oh, wait a second, this isn't really catered to us as readers. This isn't the same kind of level of storytelling that we're used to getting, that we appreciate, that we spend our hard-earned money for. You know, a bit, especially all of us with big pull boxes, and that's pretty much all of us here on this panel. You know, we're spending $30-$40 for the most part, used to be, to buy books.
Yeah.
Every week. That adds up.
Yep.
And that's not something lightly. So you're right. Like now, all of our collective tolerance levels for the shit has really fallen off. You got like 2 books with me. I'm paying like $6 on a book over 2 weeks, over a month. If I don't like it, I'm dropping it. And that's kind of where I'm at. I can't even speak for everyone else. But that's the problem when you prioritize just getting sales and numbers over taking a moment to understand the readers and the stories that you were telling that is geared to those readers being hooked and engaged to keep buying these books again and again, because that's really what it is.
But they've got you hook, line, and sinker, though, because the moment you're like, all right, I'm going to back out, I'm done, I'm walking away from this book, the story sucks, they drop a first appearance on you, and it's hot again. It's like, oh my God, people are going crazy for it. The best thing that's happened to Batman Beyond in a few years is this whole Batwoman Beyond thing. Everybody wants to know who it is. And when they reveal who it is next issue, sales on that book probably drop.
because the publishers know that they have the quote unquote readers hook, line, and sinker, man. They already got that shit. And they're just gonna, like you said, every time that sales drop or dip, they're either gonna kill the title and restart over a new number one, or come up with some crazy Donny Cates idea, you know what I mean, to breathe some new life into this character that they don't need to do. Just have good stories on the characters we love. We read comics because we love these characters, not because we love the logo. You know what I mean?
They're gonna give you another crossover book that they're like, these people are sheep, they're gonna eat it up. You're gonna get a crossover book.
Past that,
you're gonna get a crossover book like Doomsday Clock, which goes to show DC has no idea what they're doing with the Watchmen. Yep. They don't understand the Watchmen.
Doomsday Clock, Year of the Villain. Marvel did 10 events last year? How many were great? Like 1, maybe 2.
There hasn't
now
been.
Now they're over at $20.99. It's been ridiculous.
I don't think there's been a really, really, really good event in 10 years.
Let's show this. So Marvel, to do sales, they're going to start a new event, and they kicked it off with Incoming number 1, so they can sell this book at a $10 price tag.
Yep.
I didn't buy it for that reason.
A preview book, by the way. That's essentially what these are, preview books.
Right.
No, that was smart not to buy, but here's the problem. You're right. They just do. It's like they just crank it out knowing you're going to grab it, and then boom, you do. The sad thing is this: how little attention I paid. I wasn't even aware. I have Incoming, and I paid for it. I mean, I don't know how many. Well, I was sick, so a lot of it was just built up. But like over $70 in books.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And only like 3 or 4 of those are really going to mean anything. Only 4 of those were I even looking forward to when I went into the comic book store. The rest were just to fill out my obligation of putting books on a pull list and buying those said books. That's it. But what were the days like, oh yeah, I can't wait to get my hands on this book. I mean, I guess I couldn't wait to be done with Batman with Tom King's run, but that wasn't for celebration aside from just being done with that run. For Batman Beyond, that's kind of I'm into, like you said, Matt, like having that mystery of who she is. And I've actually enjoyed the storytelling in that book. The last 4 or 5 issues have been very engaging to me. So that's something looking forward to. But like, what kind of books are we as readers going into the store every week just can't wait to get our hands on, and not just grabbing our books because we read comics and this is what we do?
Venom. They did a crossover event and everybody lined up for each individual event, each thing for it.
Yeah, and
you did too.
I did. You're right. I bought
My
it.
comic store had a thing that says, if you want all of them, here, check everything you want from Carnage. And they even printed up pieces of paper that you could check all the books you wanted, or you could just check the all Venom crossover titles. And everybody flocked to the store for it, and everybody's fucking.
And half of them had really nothing to do with the main plot of the story. They were pointless. The tie-ins, a lot of the tie-ins on that run, the Carnage run, were absolutely pointless.
Wasn't it essentially a preview to another event? Like, it was an event to preview another event that they're going to spin into.
That they already started in last week in Venom Island.
Ridiculous. I don't know.
And Marvel's doing it too when they're going to this. Okay, we're moving on to the next generation where we're going to pick up our heroes. We're going to pick Miles Morales up when he's an old man, and we're going to pick all these heroes up as when they're old men at the end of their careers. They're doing the same thing that DC's doing now.
Michael Stout made a good point. DC has been clueless since New 52. Great fucking point.
I think the worst thing DC ever did was Flashpoint. The Flashpoint story was fantastic, but what came out of Flashpoint is where things went fucking awry.
Yeah.
Scott Snyder's Batman.
That's the best thing. Yeah. That and the love for Aquaman are the best 2 things that came out of the New 52.
Yeah.
The re-emergence of the true Aquaman were the best things the New 52 did.
I agree.
That's going back a ways too.
Yeah, think about that. New 52 was 10 years ago?
Just about.
That's crazy.
But then
it's a shame.
They rebirth and they come out with good stories. Super Sons, like, they had good teams, but for some reason DC's on this kick where we can only have this one creative team for this long, and then we've got to break them up and we got to put new people on the book. Or we're going to do the Kyle called it from the beginning. Kyle called it from day one when they announced Rebirth.
The only thing I know how to
that
do.
they're gonna do a book every other. They're gonna do weekly books instead of bi-weekly, and these artists aren't gonna have time to keep up. Writers aren't gonna have time to keep up, so they're gonna be switching on and off, and it's. I don't know. I still sit here and wish they would bring fresh blood into the universe. Like, that's the best thing about the X-Men right now, is that they're all on this young heroes initiative where they're bringing in new creative teams. They're bringing in fresh artists and fresh, people to work on these books. And Cena Grace is a fantastic artist, and he's getting one-off books here and there at DC. He just announced that he's writing Plastic Man now, so it's interesting to see what that brings. But like, there's fresh talent out there that can give us new stories and can go off of these characters, but they hold these characters so tight that you can't take any liberties or freedoms with them anymore.
I mean, it's not even that to me. I mean, I agree with you, Matt, perfectly. But also, if you're DC or Marvel and you want feedback from your readers, and there's plenty other with I don't know how many podcasts here, forums, websites, reviews, sites. I mean, you have all of this. Take some of that feedback and go, okay, you know what? Maybe readers are getting a little tired of having Brian Michael Bendis on this particular hero. Or like they did with Batman, although I think that was more for sales and whatever other issues they may have had with Tom King. Maybe readers want to see a different writer at the helm of Batman. So you're right. I don't even want fresh new voices or faces or whatever for the sake of that, but just listening to maybe what the readers don't want. If we don't want this certain guy, and this guy's been running this character to the ground, then make that change. It's not.
Comic book fans,
I
we're
can't
going
say how
to
hard
bitch
it
no
is.
matter what.
Well, that's kind of what we do. But I'm saying, as like publishing.
That's on the name badge. It's part of the credo, don't you know? It's on the crest that you have to read.
It is.
Yeah, that's it. But at
When
the
you
same
get your
time,
membership
what happened
club,
getting that feedback.
When you get your decoder pin, it says that right on there.
You're united.
Let's bitch about everything.
Yeah. Comic book fans will bitch about everything.
But like, did he drew a lot of heat when he was talking about how readers are buying so many facsimile copies and older copies of stories in DC's history than they are so much buying new stuff. Like that right there, instead of being, oh, that's a troubling trend of this market on where we stand as an industry and how we can do better, they should be thinking, wait a second. If readers are buying older copies of classic tales that we've told in the past, not that we have to go back and into the wheel and emulate that, but what kind of stories drew those readers back in that continue to draw readers in now?
Buying those up because they can't afford the real ones.
But it's dollar comics. I'm not even saying in that sense. I get what you mean. It's not even just for collectors. It's still to read. You don't got people lining up buying the dollar bin Batman run from Hush or whatever just because they can't collect the original one. Like, they like the stories. It's gravitating. After a certain point, the numbers just don't add up to that, though, Kyle. Like, if it's a lot of people getting the books, are they all wannabe collectors who are starting with the dollar comics?
We'll
You know
see.
what I mean?
We'll see. Like, I'm interested to see, and I'll be honest, I'm keeping my eye on Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, real close, because that movie, they went back and they
because
listened.
Matt's the authority.
No.
On,
Listen.
Comic books.
They listened to the fan backlash. They listened to the fan backlash of how bad the Sonic was. They went back. They pushed the movie back. Went back and redesigned this character. So
how close are you?
Very.
Watching this?
So if it comes out,
so what happens if it doesn't go your way?
Just hold on, Kyle. If it comes out and it does gangbusters in the theaters, how much is that going to make other people pay attention? How much is that going to make DC go, man?
DC's not gonna give a fuck.
They listen to the fans. What's the one thing the fans keep screaming from the top of the roofs that they want? They want a Batman Beyond movie. Let's do Batman Beyond with Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne, make $1 billion fucking movie, and we can do Avengers money. And let's go.
You know what happens when you start listening to the fans too much and you start doing exactly what they say? Do you remember when Homer's brother let him make a car?
Yes.
In The Simpsons? That's what will happen when you start listening too much to the fans.
No, I'm not talking about
That's what happens.
everything,
You get a fucked up car.
Well, that's why you don't listen to everything the fans say, but they're not listening to anything the fans say. It's not the pendulum doesn't swing one side or the other. There is a middle ground. No, it's hard to find. You're like, oh, here are the horrors when they listen to everything the fans say word for word. Okay, great. Then you have not listening to a damn thing anybody.
And what
says
happened to
when they're
Homer's
reading the
brother?
book.
That's actually one of my favorite episodes of The
I
Simpsons.
like how Kyle just went like this. Hold on, let me just pull this out of here and drop it right here, and mic drop.
What happened to Homer's brother?
Being that into that episode, you have to elaborate.
He lost his
and
job.
enlighten me.
He went broke.
He went bankrupt.
Well, I mean, he was listening to Homer.
He was making. He entrusted Homer to make the man's car. They don't listen to people don't listen to the man doesn't listen to the fan. So he's like, okay, you can make a car.
All right, that's like me.
But you think you're telling me that you think if they listened to the fans and gave us a Batman Beyond movie with Michael Keaton as old man
then they'd have to give
Breastway,
us this movie. Then they'd have to give us this.
No,
then they'd have to give us this.
They wouldn't.
Yes,
Kyle, you're saying that if this happens, then they go down that pit. No, that's not what happens because that's not what has happened in comics so far.
Because they don't listen to us. They do what they want.
No. So
okay, so listen to one good idea. Use discretion. I refuse to believe you are the head of a multi-million-dollar entertainment industry and you don't have the power of discretion. I refuse to believe that you get all the way to the top there and you can't figure out.
Here's what they say.
What happens when you give people an inch? They take a mile.
Well, here's what they say.
What's gonna happen.
They go, okay, we listened to you. We gave you what you wanted. This. Don't ask us for shit.
They could do that. Give Batman Beyond and say we're done.
That's not really what happens.
Well, we don't know what happened because they're not doing it. When's the last time that a company, Marvel, DC, one of those, have done that and gone all the way and are crashing and plotting? We can't find the wreckage of them anymore. When's the last time we've seen that?
Here's the reason.
No, I just want to ask, instead of a Simpsons reference, like show me a modern application of a company
that was a goddamn fantastic Simpsons reference. All right.
I'm looking for a modern day application now. And now you're gone. Matt's out.
But I mean, it's the same premise, though.
Here's the reason why none of that matters, because it doesn't make money, right? What makes money is movies and TV. Comic books don't make money anymore. Their whole thing with comics now is setting up the movies and the TV shows. It's not about writing good comics anymore. The only real good comics that you get are for the big publishers. They're few and far between. The good comics you're getting are out of these independent publishers, Image and Boom and Scout Comics and stuff like that, because they're able to write these stories without having a huge chunk of what they're writing have to do with some movie that's coming out in 6 months, right, or a year and a half. It's look at what Marvel. Here's a perfect example. Look at what Marvel did with Spider-Man when Fox or Sony wouldn't give them Spider-Man back. They went, fine, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Peter Parker's no longer Spider-Man, right? Oh, you're not going to let me use Fantastic Four? Fine, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Fantastic Four we're going to end the comic. You know what I mean? Like it isn't about writing good comics anymore. It's about this. Sad. And we continue to buy it, right? Just like I forget who was saying, but just like the hook, line, and sinker. As soon as it gets shitty and we stop buying it, they go, all right, here's a first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Dangle that carrot in front of you and bring you back in.
And your deal.
Don't use a crappy Simpsons reference.
Yeah, Didiot. How do you say it? Didiot. Yeah, Didiot is one of the best nicknames for that douchebag.
It's not mine, but I love it.
It's fucking great, man. It's awesome because that guy is a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
and he's been like that for a while. So,
I mean, it's sad that we were able to count our fingers the number of successful events between the two houses that have been done. That you can't think of that, or like what you're saying. I'm sorry, bro.
Here's the worst part about that. Let's look at most events that have happened. There's been a couple events that were really fucking good until like the last 3 issues. And DC Metal. That shit was really, really good until the end. And why? Because they didn't know how to end it, and they needed to
should have asked the fans.
Yeah, done a poll. I mean, it
we
worked
saw
well
what
for-
happens when they
Wait,
do
wait.
polls.
No. Wait, I will give an example when a poll did work. Remember, 88, Jason Todd. That worked.
Did
And
it?
it gave us a whole new character. The Red
I don't
Hood.
think it worked at the time though.
They
but the Red
rehashed
Hood
an
didn't
old
happen for
character
20 years, yeah.
I'm just saying, but the opportunity wouldn't have happened if they had listened to fans and kept that guy alive.
They made
They
the
put out-
dude who
they-
just
they
got
put out
crowbarred take
engagement.
the identity of the guy who crowbarred him. Is pretty much what happened.
Hey, and it's still one of the better anti-heroes out there now.
Yeah,
that
you're right.
cannot
I'll
be
give you
denied.
that. I'll
No,
give you
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
it wouldn't have started if they hadn't listened to Fan of Ice and killed the character off because they were all leaning toward the opposite way. They said, "Oh, let's not." And of course, in DC fashion, they did to get some popularity, to get some eyes on it, that sort of thing, like the death of Superman, that sort of
Death of Captain
influence.
America.
Exactly, same thing. But they listened and boom, they didn't go. It wasn't like the fans said, "Great, now kill Bruce Wayne," because that's what Kyle would say is what they're doing, and they're not. There's a difference. There's
I
a
think
line.
you
That's what I'm trying to
misunderstood
say.
what I was saying. but okay.
Maybe I do, because since
Okay,
you we brought the Simpsons, then we were lauding over the Simpsons. What were you saying, Kyle? I'm kidding.
I know
But
what Kyle was saying.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
That's what Kyle was saying. He's bringing out the saber.
Oh man, no more.
He's bringing out the saber to these storylines. He
I-
brought out the
That these
saber and
companies
just
do what they do.
Ginsu'd us all up with that Simpsons reference.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That was fantastic, Kyle. Bravo.
Well, it wasn't well in Corbin's eyes.
Listen. I'm a casual Simpsons watcher, so don't take my word as gold there. I barely watch The Simpsons. All right, so listen, I see that knowledge to you, Kyle.
He's a Batman hardcore Batman fan.
I stay in my lane. I'm a
he's
casual Simpsons.
watcher.
Did you guys see the Harley Quinn cover for Villain of the Year? The one that looks like the pink one that looks like a magazine cover from Natalie Sanders.
Oh
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, let me show you this. Hold on, let me find a good picture of it. This thing is freaking beautiful, man. All right, let's do this.
We shall share the screen.
Look at that.
That is an awesome.
Oh yeah.
cover.
Beautiful, man.
Shit,
Look-
I'm not gonna pay $50 for it. Though.
No, hell no. But that is a really nice cover. And
That's kind of cool. Wow.
this is a great example of a trade dress being better than the Virgin variant, right? It wouldn't look good if it was just her. It's got to have all the magazine stuff around it. So
What cover is that going off of?
that's a good question. I don't know, but it's fucking.
That's
beautiful.
homage to something. I can't think of what it is though.
She almost looks like Cameron Diaz, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Unreal. Anyways, yeah. So that really blew me away. That was one of the first covers I've seen in a long time where I wish I would be, picking up new books again. It goes back to the whole thing, though. What's sad part is that most people are buying books now instead of this, not for the story, but for covers.
So
I hate it.
I got a question for you.
I got a number of books that I do that.
Yeah, me too. Just for the covers.
Yep.
But I got a question. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on.
Hold on, Matt. I'm
What?
just joking. That's just what you did to me.
Well, because I was trying to talk and you're.
Oh, Kyle's being petty tonight. Oh,
Yes, I
snap.
am.
You got the petty cap there.
Woohoo!
Got the feather. I see. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna let Matt finish. I'm sorry.
Wow. Are you gonna tell me that Beyonce had the best album of the year?
I was literally just about to say. But Kyle right now got the best album of the year. No, Brian right now has the best line of the Absolute Geek podcast for the year. That's all.
So I want to get your guys' opinion on what you think about the fact that they're putting Kevin Feige in charge of Deadpool and over Deadpool now too, and
Flub.
them trying to introduce the X-Men through an established Deadpool franchise.
I'm cool with that.
Actually, that's not the worst idea.
It's not a
The second
horrible
part.
way to bring them back.
I'm cool with it
bring
too.
X-Men in. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad way to revitalize it, to make it reborn. You know, that's if they would just listen to us, that would have been all right before.
As long as they do it in a way where we don't have to go through their fucking origin stories again. I don't need to see the goddamn X-Men's origin stories again.
No, just start it. Just start it up and just do it.
Like they did with
We already know
Spider-Man.
we've been there.
Spider-Man.
We've done that. Yes.
Like you did with Colossus, yeah.
We still haven't gotten a Spider-Man origin story, and I think after the third movie now coming out or whatever, I think it's safe to say we're not going to get one. I'm happy.
We haven't even really gotten a mention of Uncle Ben. We just know
Thank
that
goodness.
they mention it through like, oh, she's a widow and guys are hitting on her in Homecoming and stuff, but you never get the mention of a legit Uncle Ben. You don't even know if Uncle Ben ever existed.
It was Joe Pesci.
It was Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito is Uncle Ben.
It's the guy on the rice.
We got to bring back Martin Sheen to be Uncle Ben again. It's the guy on the rice, yes.
Always. That's the only Uncle Ben I recognize.
No, yes, they are counting the first two movies as canon, and they're gonna move on to Deadpool 3. That has been pretty much Ryan Reynolds has pretty much already confirmed all that Deadpool 3 is in the works, and that the first two are still canon. So I'm excited for that.
I think it'd be an awesome way to bring X-Men back.
Yeah, you don't have to give us a full team. You can sprinkle them in. You can kind of just use key players, and
they can do Uncanny X-Force really easy this way.
As long as they use no-name actors.
Yep, lots of no-name actors.
Well, I want to see.
That's so 2019,
what they should
Kyle.
do?
We're in 2020.
They should do a fan poll of what it should be about, and we as fans should get to help write the script, because then it's going to be fucking awesome.
I mean, it might. We don't know if we listen.
I think that's what we need to do.
That's the first progressive idea you've had. That shows me right now that you are right now in 2020, Kyle.
I'm an out of the box, open fucking thinker, Corbin.
Okay.
I am.
I wanted to give us a what if of Marvel or Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. Give us an animated Deadpool kills the Marvel universe. That's what I want to see.
Can we get a Punisher right first and do that?
I'm surprised Marvel hasn't done the animated route with Deadpool like DC did.
I started a petition
with Harley. An R-rated Deadpool animation
for Disney Plus.
Like, so those casual fans.
But hey, it's a thing, y'all. Don't be sleeping on that. Haha, but for real.
I think I'm going to start writing the X-Men script.
Right. Have you guys have you read into the leaks for the Spider-Man 3 script that supposedly leaked?
No.
I hate leaks, man.
Well,
I learned my lesson with Game of Thrones on that shit.
What, listening to leaks or spoiling it?
Both. I was so disappointed that I let Game of Thrones get spoiled by shitty leaks.
I won't talk about it then, because it pretty much spoils most of the movie.
Do you think that it's real?
80-20. 80% for, 20 against.
On what authority?
Just the way it's set up. And
is it set up with Spider-Man?
Well,
that's a good.
I don't know. I don't want to ruin it.
Wait,
Brian will forget by then.
Like, cool, yeah, because they're supposed to be starting. We were talking about this on Couch Crunchers last week, and they're supposedly.
Oh fuck! I don't even want to hear about it. Then
they're starting production.
I just don't fucking care.
Hold on.
I just don't fucking care now.
I'm
fucking so over it. Hold on, Bat. That's better. That's better than listening to something you talked about on Couch Crunchers.
Hold on.
Fucking dead air.
Somebody brought it up, and we were talking about
nobody fucking
the
cares.
Spider-Man.
Nobody cares.
Where it's gonna release at.
Nobody fucking cares, man. You're
care
trying
so little.
hard, but nobody cares.
I care so little that I'm leaving.
Wow.
What
but,
a
walk off.
Well, he's gonna.
Nobody
miss it
still
then.
cares.
I know.
Nobody cares.
So they're gonna start shooting the film this summer.
Nobody cares.
Everyone cares about Spider-Man.
Nobody cares. You
The
talked
movie-
about it. Nobody cares.
The movie's gonna start where
Nobody cares.
where Homecoming's
Nobody cares.
trailer ended, or
Nobody cares.
after credits ended,
I
and
think
supposedly
he's saying that.
it's supposedly going to pick up with Peter Parker's apartment getting raided and put in jail. All right, I'm done.
I was listening. Oh, you're being muted. That's funny. I didn't notice.
I'll just ruin-
Oh, you did it to him. How do you feel about that? How you like that, Kyle? How you like that, Kyle? Hey, Kyle, I can't hear you. I can't. Are you trying to fight to get back on? Hey, Kyle. Oh. Missed you there for a couple.
I like how I stopped clicking it and you kept clicking it because you thought I was gonna keep.
All right, go ahead.
No, I'm done. I'm done talking about it now. Nobody wants to hear about it. So
basically, Spider-Man's life is ruined. The end. It's
yeah. I mean, his life is
really.
ruined.
You gonna mute me? You gonna mute me?
Kraven the Hunter is supposed to be in it and play a big part. We're supposedly getting Kraven's Last Hunt storyline with a little bit of a twist to it.
Mike who?
Mike Jones.
Mike Hunt.
Kraven the Hunter. Kraven Mark Hunter. Kraven Hunter. But yeah, I won't go more into it. But if you want to find that for yourself, it's out there.
Go listen to Couch Crunchers.
Yeah, they'll spoil it for you. You can
Couch Crunchers guys every Saturday.
Yep.
They're so innovative.
They'll spoil it
And
for
Matt's on it.
Breaker.
He has more fun on there.
I did not say that. I just said I was having fun last
on that
episode.
than its own show. Wow.
Yes, sir.
I just said I had fun last episode that we did with them.
Breaker. It's the Absolute Geek Podcast.
Breaker. Kyle, real quick. Something we haven't talked about in a while is Walking Dead, and it came out while we were on break that I didn't even hear what Corbin said. I tuned him out. When Corbin talks, this is all I hear.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
That's all I hear when Corbin tries to make a joke.
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
Which is hilarious because that was a good joke, even for my standards. Wow.
So what about Walking Dead?
This is
so it came out while we were on break that Robert Kirkman says that he was in fear for his life and afraid of the fan backlash at San Diego Comic-Con.
Stupid.
For ending Walking Dead. You think it's stupid?
I think it's stupid.
I don't think I don't think the fan outrage was that ridiculous.
It wasn't. I'm scared for my life. I'm not going to be able to go to comic. Shut the fuck up, Robert Kirkman. Now you're just bummed out that you fucking ended Walking Dead. Now you're trying to fucking bring some shit back. Shut the fuck up, Robert Kirkman. I was scared for my life. Shut the fuck up. It's a goddamn comic book.
Well, have you ever hoped to see Robert Kirkman on this show? That's not happening.
I hope he comes on here because I'm going to tell him, shut the fuck up.
I don't think he will.
You're scared for your life.
I don't think you will.
I would love for him to come on and tell me face to face that he was scared for his life to go to Comic-Con because he ended Walking Dead.
I think you would eat it up. And you'd be like, "Yes, Mr. Kirkman." You'd fucking deep throat him just like you were fucking making fun of me.
Oh yeah, I'd be like,
yeah. You'd take it to the root, bro. You would take
Robert Kirkman, dude. I would cup his balls.
Yep.
And I'd tickle his taint. It's Robert Kirkman.
Yep.
But shut the fuck up. I'm scared for my life.
You would take it all in. What is Corbin's icon? Is it Spawn? Is it like British Spawn?
I think so.
Interesting.
But I mean,
he's a comic book barbarian.
he's gonna expect a couple "fuck you, Roberts." I mean, he's got to expect that. But like to say he feared for his life, that he gets an eye roll for that and a scoff.
He gets an eye roll and a scoff.
Yes, because that's stupid. Nobody's gonna kill him because he ended Walking Dead.
No.
That's just like if he would have said, "I was nervous for all the backlash I was gonna get, and I was nervous for what all these nerds were gonna say to me," I would have said, "Okay, yeah, I could see where he's coming from," but he was scared for his life. What is he, the fucking Pope, and he's gonna be in a fucking bulletproof cage? I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're gonna Sherpa him out at Comic-Con now in a bulletproof chariot.
I mean, come on. Now I would say he was nervous that fans were gonna be like a prick to him.
Mm.
I could see that. But like, fucking Fat Punisher's not going to be there and try to kill him because he fucking ended Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not.
I took a swing at Robert Kirkman. I went to get my book autograph, and I took a swing at Robert Kirkman because he ended Walking Dead.
Right.
That's why you listen to the fans.
Took a swing at him.
That's awesome. Mogwai's watching us drive-in style. He's sitting in his car. He's got a big screen in front of him. And he's fucking listening to us in the car. So shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out.
But I don't know. I think that's a little excessive. You don't think that's a little excessive?
I mean, I do. Because like I said, I don't think... Was I bummed that Walking Dead ended? Yes. Do I think that...
Did you want to kill Robert Kirkman over it?
No, absolutely not. Because I think he ended it nicely. Like I said, I think there's still more in that universe he could have explored. I wouldn't be against a spin-off series coming out and him starting somewhere else.
I am totally against it.
But I mean, it was a fitting ending. Like I guess he ended it on his terms, and good for him. And it's not the continuation or the massive pile of mess that the show has become. But
I just threw all my fucking Walking Dead books in the garbage.
No, you didn't.
Oh wow,
that's a goddamn lie.
It is a goddamn lie. But I mean, yeah, I just think that's excessive.
I would have loved to see him go 200 issues.
If he would have said that to me, I would have been like, Drama Queen. I'm gonna start calling him Drama Kirkman.
You would have given him a big old bear hug, and you guys would have rubbed beards
and bellies.
And you would have made. You'd be like, remember that time a couple of years ago where we made fun of this guy because he wouldn't hug you?
Can we rub bellies again?
Can we rub bellies again?
I like the way your belly feels against mine. Remember that one time on The Simpsons?
Oh my god!
Wow,
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did everything.
Simpsons did it.
Family Guy's better.
Family Guy's better. So, are you guys excited for the Hawkeye series at all?
Nope.
No.
You're not gonna get on.
Are
this?
you?
A little bit.
I'm about as excited for the Hawkeye series as I am.
What are you excited for?
Haley Steinfeld. I think she's hot. And I'm excited to see what happens with if Young Avengers actually comes, like everyone is speculating, because they're trying to build Young Avengers. So I'm interested to see what comes out of that.
You know what's gonna come out of it? Nothing.
White stuff.
Nothing.
Oh, guys.
What?
No. Anyone
No, I
except for
don't
Arrow
know.
and the Canary?
I'll watch it and check it out when it comes on, but I'm not excited to see Hawkeye. No.
Are either of you caught up on the Harley Quinn series?
I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I think it's fucking awesome.
I
like it. Like that whole episode with the talk show and all that. That shit was funny.
Oh, with Damien with Damien in it.
Yeah, she was.
That's
hilarious. What I don't like about that show, though. That's what I absolutely, totally do not like about it. Is they made Damien a little bitch, and Damien is not a bitch.
But I love that. I love that look. He's always so disgruntled and petty and all of this. So
but they made him a bitch.
Not only that, but obviously we get it.
Damien.
It's that one kid from. Good Boys.
Damien's a fucking badass, and that's how he should always be
also
portrayed.
A bitch, and I think they balanced that wonderfully.
They did not. They did not balance shit.
I enjoyed it, especially the way he's playing it up in the talk show. It was hilarious.
Dad, that is not something Damien would be screaming.
Honestly, that is. I look at Damien as just like the father. I mean, he's just a jerk with daddy issues. But I guess that's Batman too. So, anyways, I enjoyed it. But
Batman has mommy issues. Martha.
Depending on what interpretation.
My mom says Martha.
No, but to be honest with
you're
you,
a casual Batman fan, though, Matt. So
I know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you are quoting Batman versus Superman, like literally one movie. Yeah, you're right. That's a feather in your cap.
I didn't know that we had to quote movies. I didn't know your ability to quote movies made you a Batman aficionado.
Hey, you know what, Matt? You know what I've realized? What I've just learned about Corbin?
What? For being casual. What?
I've just learned about Corbin is
what?
Only we can't quote anything because it's not good enough. You quoted The Simpsons. You quoted Superman.
Yep.
Listen.
Since I don't like it and I'm not proficient in it, it's garbage.
Kyle, that's not what I'm saying.
No, that's.
I was saying.
I hear you loud and clear, Corbin.
Simpsons analogy just didn't match. That's all I was saying.
I hear you loud and clear.
No, I don't think you do. I think you're drunk and you're hearing what you want to hear. Okay.
Not yet.
No, I'm playing with you. I don't know what you hear. No, that's not true though. That's an incorrect statement. All right. I'm not a Simpsons expert.
No. You gotta stop. You didn't say the quote. You didn't say the Kyle quote right. You fucked it up. You've just lost all credibility.
What I do?
No,
you
sir.
Lost all what? Credibility.
No, sir. That is an incorrect statement.
I guess we know who's not a language expert.
Credibility.
No, sir. That is an incorrect statement.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry for not doing his.
You know who has more credibility than you right now, Corbin? You want me to tell you who has more credibility than you right now, Corbin?
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
He's got more credibility than you do right now, Corbin.
It's a shame that you're using this guy, one of our valued guests, as a mockery. No, that was a dumb.
That is the best quote ever.
So I win. Right, that's a good line.
Dude, that is the best.
What do you win, Corbin?
I win a butterscotch. Bless my heart.
Bless your heart. You won a butterscotch.
There's a butterscotch, Sonny.
Thank you. Thank you. No.
That's going to be my next one right there. That's a butterscotch, Sonny.
Anyway, I didn't answer your question, Matt. No, I've not caught the last 2 episodes.
I know you haven't.
Because my DC Universe subscription expired, and I don't have the $70 yet to fork over to pay for it again because the man's got to eat.
God damn, $70
for a year.
I just pay for it.
Why don't you pay for a month?
I don't like the monthly plans because I don't have money like that on a month-to-month basis.
So that's why if you're like, I don't have money right now, you just stop it.
But my problem is my memory sucks. So I'll forget. Then my gym subscription will kick in. Then Netflix. Then my 2 other services. Then boom. Then I'll be overdraft.
How much do you pay for your gym subscription?
20. Well, I have 2 gyms.
This is what you do.
Why do you have 2 gyms?
Hey Siri.
Well, one
remind me on January 8th that my DC subscription expires. Okay, Corbin, I will let you know that on December 8th.
I don't have Siri. I'm an Android guy.
Okay, Google.
You want Google to know everything in your life?
Okay, Google. Google already knows everything about you.
I don't trust the establishment.
Google it then, bitch.
Google knows how many freckles you have on your ass. Google knows everything.
Well, that's an intimate relationship.
5. Google already heard you get in a fight with someone in the background at the beginning of the episode.
Talking to? Who do you think he's talking to? His mom?
Who am I talking to? What if I is? What if it is, Kyle? Huh? What if my mom was gonna say hi to you? And then-
Google already heard you get in an argument with someone at the beginning of the show because you didn't mute your mic.
I was an argument with my brother. I know, and I didn't mute
Hi,
the mic.
brother.
It happened suddenly.
Hi, brother.
Did you put him in a headlock?
What did he say? What did he say? What did your brother say?
Hey,
Hey, have your brother sit down and say hi.
My brother doesn't want to sit down. He just came from work.
So what? Tell him what's up.
So what? He said, "Come
and
say
tell him what's
hi."
up.
He doesn't like putting his face up in the public.
I hear him laughing. I hear him laughing. He can sit
You
down.
hear
and
him
say hi.
laughing? He said, "You can come sit down." You want to come show your head?
Oh my head.
Let's see the brother of Corbin. And then he fucking mutes.
I bet you it's a more
He
handsome
doesn't-
version
he
of
doesn't want to
Corbin.
give. It's a more
It
handsome
is-
version of me. Impossible. Impossible. Come on, give the people what they want. Come on, let's come in for a second. Come in for a second.
Bring it in for a hug.
Bring it,
Come in
bring
for a
it.
second. Come in. Hey, he's coming. He's coming. Come down. Come down. Hey, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
How's it going?
All right. Thanks. There you go. Happy? All right.
Yep.
You've been blessed with his
Yep,
presence.
I am happy. That was like having a no-name actor in a movie.
Wow.
We just had a no-name.
really?
We just had a
satisfying.
no-name
He's so
podcaster
cool.
show
He's
up.
so cool, right? You want me to just come off? Yeah. yeah. Forget y'all. I'm here.
We just had a no-name podcaster show up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh man, you guys are a mess.
He's a legend.
You guys are crazy.
It's fucking awesome. Thanks, Corbin's brother.
A no-name
Oh, man.
podcaster.
So what's next on the docket?
The only other thing I got is I was excited to see that Kevin Smith has made over $3 million so far with the Jay and Silent Bob
That's it?
reboot. That's it.
I mean, the way he's going about it, I guess I understand it because he's going from city to city, so it's taking longer to build that. But you only got 3 million,
Dude, that's $3 million with only 2 pre-screening events and then the road show. So I mean that's not bad. And I think if he was in the black already when he started. Like everyone was already paid, so it's all pure profit for him.
but only 3 million. Poor Kevin Smith, man.
It's so. I mean, it's so.
That ain't shit, dude.
Yeah, but
In
for
the
him,
world of movies, for anybody in the world of movies, it's not shit.
well, but look at
Is
it.
the audience there for
Fucking
that?
Cats made $6 million.
Yeah, but Cats had a worldwide release though.
And what was his
Still
budget
did double.
Because they probably made double what Kevin Smith made, but also how much more did it take to produce that nonsense?
Right.
I'm just saying that's in the world of movies, 3 million ain't shit.
Well,
And for the awesomeness of Kevin Smith,
I mean,
is
it's
it fair?
for him to
it's obviously a good thing if he's going back to the drawing board and rewriting Clerks 3 and rewriting Mallrats 2. So
I think Kevin Smith needs to stop while he's ahead.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it fair that maybe this audience for this type of content is passing by?
I think so.
wait until you see. If you haven't seen Reboot yet, wait until you see Reboot. I think your opinion changes.
I'm sure it's good, and I'm sure I'm gonna love it when I finally see it. But the fact that he's boasting because he made 3 million, hey Kevin, I love you, but it's time to cut your losses.
He did it kind of guerrilla warfare style. Like he didn't do much marketing for it. He just went out and used himself to promote it. He did the road show. So I think the way he went about it and the way he's done it, $3 million is impressive for putting it on your back and going there for show to show. And
I mean, yeah, I understand it, but like in the movie industry, 3 million is
yeah, by normal movie standards, you are 100% correct.
And also,
like
Matt,
for
are
the
you-
name of Kevin Smith, and then it's only attached to 3 million. I think Kevin Smith really needs to go back and I think he just needs to direct other people's movies, direct shows, and just be behind the scenes and nothing that he actually creates.
I think we'll see what happens with the DVD sales. I think he'll do a lot in DVD sales as well.
The DVD?
I bet you he doesn't. The DVD sales.
Nah, Matt, have some
What?
dignity.
He has a cult following, but it's not. That's
You do realize that even video on like when you buy it digitally and stuff, that all does count towards the DVD
No,
sales.
I understand that, but I'm also saying we're just talking about making just 3 million. We're just talking about understanding the audience and maybe the audience passing them by. You understand having a cult following. You think they're going to go that much more to make how much more extra in DVDs?
I think if you watch
It's okay. I don't think it's people knocking on the door.
if you watch Reboot, you see that he understands his audience very well, but that's the problem, is that he's got a niche audience, and that's what he's
And that
catering
niche
to.
audience is all of a sudden going to save them on DVD sales.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna buy it.
You're going to buy 4 of them or just one?
I'm not sure yet.
You're going to buy 4 of them and then have
if Matt's gonna buy it, then Kevin Smith's just jumping into the money pool, and he's just fucking swimming in dollar bills. He's like, "Fuck yeah, Alward bought my DVD. Alward bought my DVD."
I thought about buying a couple ones because depending on where you buy them from, you get a special like extra. So if you buy them from,
So, you know what? So he's gonna Alward bought 2 DVDs. Alward bought 2 DVDs.
no, Eric, it wasn't released nationally. It was released in select theaters for 2 nights. Then they just did the road show, and after the road show left, that movie was in that city. The road show just left for 2 weeks. So
No, I know he's doing it differently, and I get that, but just
I'm just addressing a listener, a super fan who asked a question.
I see your question.
You son of a bitch.
I saw her question, but I kind of agree, and I love Kevin Smith. Like I am. If Kevin Smith came on, I would be like, totally like, I love Kevin Smith, but yes, I kind of agree with Corbin on this, that maybe his idea, his ship has sailed. And I love his movies. Don't get me wrong. Like, I loved Yoga Hosers. I thought it was I probably said the movie like 12 times. Thought it was hilarious.
You're like the only
Did
one.
poorly.
You're the one that's fueling Yoga Hosers.
Dude, it's if you really watch it, it's fucking funny. It's stupid, but it's fucking funny. Like the bratwurst shit, it's fucking funny. Like, and like I get where he's, but I actually agree with. And I do, yes, taking it, and I said that initially. I said that initially, Christine. It going from city to city and it making 3 million is awesome.
Oh, now who's backing up?
I'm not. No, I said it. I said it in the beginning. It's the first thing I said, but I said in the scheme of having a movie put out, it's not really shit. And I just think, I think his core audience there, but it's small, and I think he needs to figure something else out.
Well, I think
he needs to do more stuff behind the screen instead of.
Yeah, he would make a killing if he brought Dogma back and released. But there's cameos from all the VSQ universe in Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
But that
to answer your question, Erica, it's not a straight to DVD release. They did release it in theaters, but it is coming to DVD in like 2 weeks, and you can pre-order it from Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash and a couple other sites. But if like you pre-order it from certain sites, you get like
Outward Order 2.
Well, yeah, because like if you order it from one place, you get a signed copy of it from Kevin Smith. If you order it from another place, you get a Chronicon,
because you know it's how hard
lanyard
it is
and name
signature.
badge.
Yeah.
So I might buy 2 copies just for the extras and give one away as a giveaway.
Like, I didn't mind Tusk either, Erica. Like, it was the first half, it was great, and then something happened, but it's not a horrible movie.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Like, it's actually not bad. I mean, none of his movies I actually think are bad, and I'm not trying to rip on Kevin Smith at all. Like I said, like if he came on the show, I would be down on my knees. You know, he's awesome. I just agree with Corbin.
Thank you.
Something has sailed, and it just.
Wait, what is it that you do?
What would I do?
No, you said you agree with Corbin.
Yeah,
I do.
I think you did. And you know, I don't think you mute him for that. Okay, I think that's to be celebrated. Okay.
No. That's what you get muted for.
It's the first time in the new year. We should be happy about this. But also, I can't speak about Kevin Smith, so you might as well unmute him because all I know about Smith that I follow is his comics, which are a mixed bag for me, and his podcast, which I like. I've actually not watched any of his movies aside from the first Jay and Bob or whatever.
You haven't watched Clerks or Mallrats?
Nope and nope.
Dogma is
we can't be friends
single-handedly
anymore.
cinematic perfection. Like Dogma is probably one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yes.
Like I can watch that movie every day. Like everything about it, he nailed, and it did well. That movie did well in theaters. Ask the Platypus. And but I don't know. Just like I remember sitting in the theater. I don't remember what movie I was watching, but I remember seeing the trailer for Jay and Silent Bob, and I remember standing up and going, "Woohoo!" Because I was so excited that there was a Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah,
but I just I don't know.
But what Eric was saying about Tusk, and you were saying it too, Kyle. 100%. Like you watch the first half of Tusk, you're like, "Holy shit, this is Kevin Smith! I can't believe this is a Kevin Smith movie." Like this dude is finally getting it. And then once he becomes the monster, you're like, "All right, this is a Kevin Smith movie now." Now it feels like a Kevin Smith movie.
What happened was he Dan-slotted Tusk. Is what happened.
Pretty much.
He had a great premise. It started out really great. His writing was great. And he's like, where the fuck do I go with this fucking thing? Okay, I've got to finish it because I've got backing and I've got money for this. Where do I go with it? I've got to finish it now. And I know how he came up with the whole idea. It was from a podcast and they were talking about it. And I get it. It's not a bad movie.
Like Red State is a good movie too, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Dogma and Clerks, I think, are his two like cinematic perfection movies.
Mallrats is fucking awesome.
Mallrats is good, but Mallrats is one of those movies that bombed in the theaters, and then thanks to the DVD sale and word of mouth, it's now a cult classic
over a long period of time.
I mean, look at Clerks. Clerks is in the Library of Congress now. Like.
What is
everything ends up there?
It's in there. It's a cinematic royalty. So
everything ends up there. If we make a movie, eventually it ends up there.
It'll be up there.
I don't think
right,
so.
Such great small rats, apparently.
That's just what I don't know.
Kyle wants to write.
Part of me is bummed. I do want to write a movie. I totally do. I've got 2 horror movies I would love to write, but
I can scream and I can run.
You would be the first one to die. Sorry, but
you'd be red shirted. You are wearing a red shirt.
Yes, you would be Star Trek red shirt guy. Sorry.
Look good and buff and then die. That's Bobby, and that's the role. I was born for it, apparently.
I just feel bad that Kevin Smith, like he's boasting about $3 million. That actually bums me out.
Hey, I mean, $3 million is not bad. It's not great in relation to the movie and everything, but it's a lot of money. I'd be.
It doesn't bum me up because it's not a lot of movie. Like Kyle was saying, not a lot of movie. It's not a lot of money by today's Hollywood standards, but the way he went about doing it and the way he kind of did it, and he did a whole guerrilla campaign about it, and he put it on his back. He made $3 million on his name alone, putting on his back and touring with this movie versus releasing it worldwide to all these box office hits. He saved so much money by not having to
But that goes exactly to my Corbin's point of maybe it's time that Kevin Smith doesn't do that because he has to release a movie on his back as a guerrilla marketing thing. That's I mean, it's cool for the little guy, it's great for the Kellens and the Gabes and these little directors that are trying to figure it out. It's great for them because honestly, there's a light at the end of the tunnel for them.
Isn't he the little guy though? Isn't he the ultimate film little guy though?
Kevin Smith, not anymore. I wouldn't say.
I would.
He stands for that.
I mean he's still. I mean, yes, he
involved in how many? No, I don't think so.
Yes, he gives the little guy hope. Yes, he is the big guy for the little guys. but I don't know. Just I think it's time that there's cooler stuff. I think he can do more profitable things where his name isn't 100% tied to it, but he gets to do it.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
kind of
like I
like
said-
when he did Cop Out.
Yeah.
It did well. He directed it, and it did well. And it's because his name wasn't 100% tied to it.
The one movie he did that I think did well that everyone was surprised by because nobody knew it was him was Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
I thought it did well because it's more of a Seth Rogen thing.
Well, Seth Rogen, it helps when you have Seth Rogen, but like, that's Cop Out was a piece of shit. That movie's so bad. God, that movie sucks.
I'll say it again.
I'd watch Yoga Hosers on repeat before I watch Cop Out.
Dude, Yoga Hosers is it's fucking funny.
Michael Stout says he's the biggest little guy.
Love his pods.
So Grizzle Geek says he had private investors, not a studio. So he did not have a distribution source. That $3 million is profit after paying off loans for the movie. So yeah, it's pure profit in the movie. So
Dude, fuck his DVD sales.
I'm still buying the DVD.
Yeah.
Howard bought one. Howard bought one.
That's
Howard
right.
bought one. I don't know. It just bums me out that he's not. He's a talent. He makes killer movies, but he's not getting what he should. What he needs to do is he needs to direct a Marvel movie.
Dude's to direct a Batman movie.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Batman
His
all day.
Body, yes, Sam. Like I said, I mean, I can't speak to his movies. I can't. His comics are a mixed bag.
Look,
I love his
he knows a Batman. Do you know a Batman? Can you personally say that one of the Batman
I know
is your
Batman.
personal friend?
I'm sorry,
Batman's
I'll
my friend.
who don't know
Personal
Batman.
friend.
Because I do know Batman, I don't think makes me an authority.
What
on
Batman do you know?
Huh?
What Batman do you have on speed dial?
I don't. I said
Okay.
just because I do. If I did have one, doesn't make me an authority on that because he isn't one.
But you're the authority on all things Batman.
Okay, he's not. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not an authority on all things Batman compared to Kevin Smith. But by reading his Batman work, no. I'm gonna stand on that one pretty hard because that book fucking. The only why it was a big deal is because it was Kevin Smith attached to it.
I don't like Tom King.
You guys are just encouraging. You guys are incorrigible. That is
Little Kyle.
I can't defend how bad Tom King's Batman run was.
I don't like Tom King.
I'm not. But you know what, Matt? If you want to have Kevin Smith direct a movie, why can't he just direct a Batman Beyond movie?
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
Ultimate fan gets the ultimate fan movie that people have been asking for years. Put those two together.
You should direct Flash.
And that's listening
Oh,
to the
dude, I'd
fans.
be for that too.
Flash.
Daredevil.
Nailed it.
Daredevil. Even then. You have how many comic book runs have you read from Kevin Smith? Just his Batman stuff?
Batman, Guardian Devil, the Green Hornet crap or Green Arrow. I don't even know.
Did you
I've read
read
a few.
his Green Arrow Quiver? Because that's a fantastic run.
It is fantastic.
No.
You need to check that out. His Batman 66 stuff is good.
Batman 66 is fine.
His Daredevil stuff is fire.
This is high.
So, he's
What's
got
that
good stuff out
article that I'm surprised you didn't mention it about Gotham by Gaslight being canceled?
there.
Yo,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna bring it up. That's bull. Why?
Yeah.
I was not, I kid you not. Like I shit you not. I was very excited to buy that Absolute Edition. They were gonna have every piece of right Victorian era Batman, and now we're not. And for what reason? Tell me.
Because
For what
nobody wants it other than you.
Because you're the only one.
reason?
You're the
Classic-
only one. You're the only one that wants it.
Canceled.
I knew that article was a fucking joke the minute they said that story was revolutionary.
It is.
Who wrote that story?
Yeah.
Elseworlds book. I don't understand what you guys are getting.
Story's
Okay.
revolutionary.
It's better the Batman no matter what time period, and that that character would stand. I don't understand what you mute me, please mute me.
No, I'm not gonna mute you when you ask for it.
I know that's like fucking no, that doesn't work.
Michael Stuss says I'd take any of his Batman stuff over Gaslight.
Oh my
You know what,
god,
Michael? Because
Tom
Michael,
King is
honestly, right now,
Tom
the
King's
best
Batman run is way better than Gaslight.
You're clearly on something, Kyle. Drugs are not good, sir. They are not good.
Kyle just fucking threw down the gauntlet.
God. Wow.
I would take any of Tom King's Batman run.
You are on crack.
I fucking savor champagne bottles.
You know what? I can't with y'all. I really can't with y'all.
Oh
Wow.
Man. Kyle just dropped the bomb.
And Michael is not going to be doing drugs on a
Drop,
Friday night,
bitches.
Michael. Because if you would take any of those Batman stuff or Gaslight, then you are
A fucking genius, good sir.
no, the opposite.
You, sir, are up here and Gaslight is all the way down here. It's so bad I can't even pronounce it.
No, it's not bad at all. It's a great.
So bad I can't even.
Maybe not as good as I'm highlighting it, but I have to pump it up so much because I have two ignorant Batman fans who understand it's important.
We're ignorant now, Kyle. We're ignorant We're ignorant Batman fans now.
Yes.
We keep just going down the rung. We went from casuals to ignorant.
I know, dude. We just.
It's only lower. There's only
we just
lower
keep going down the rung more and more and more.
To save yourselves. It's not the masterpiece I may be pumping it up as, but it's not trash either. Okay, it deserves an absolute edition.
But by the end of the year, we're gonna be two Batman fans that shouldn't read anything but Little Gotham, like just the Fisher Price books.
I'm gonna buy all that for Christmas. The little board books.
Yeah,
the ones where Kyle can look at the little pictures and points. All right.
We're nothing but novice.
No, I cannot believe you guys are saying that. I think you guys are just trying to troll me.
What is you guys? There's no you guys here. I didn't say a word. That was all Kyle.
Yeah. But you also haven't spoken up in defense of it, Matt. And
Matt's just too scared to actually fucking voice.
No, because I know the minute I try to start defending it where this is heading, and I don't want it to head this direction.
Defend it. I'll be quiet. Defend it. Mute me. Defend it. I want someone else other than me. That's all. Because right now I'm just shoehorning this role. I can't start the new year being that Gotham Gaslight guy.
You're already that though. That's
too late.
New year.
You might as well just have. You guys didn't know this, but Corbin has the cover to Gotham by Gaslight tramp stamped on his back.
You'll never know.
Yeah, he does. No. I've seen it.
He has it.
Adonis told me.
Well, how would
Adonis said that Corbin came from work one day at his old podcast that shall not be named, and he was changing his shirt, and you could see the Gotham by Gaslight tattoo. He said he tried to show it to Brian and get it signed, but Brian was so disgusted he didn't want to sign it.
You can defend Gotham by Gaslight now, Matt. I'm listening.
No, I'm not going to defend Gotham by Gaslight by any means.
Of course.
Because I just don't think I don't think it's a good story. It's boring.
What you think?
It's boring. It's a boring story. The whole edition with Jack the Ripper.
I left.
Yeah, it's boring, Corbin. I'm sorry. Boring, Corbin. I'm sorry.
What was that article that we had where people want to see Wolverine's dick?
Yeah. So they're fascinated with more Wolverine dick apparently. But that's
what is up with that?
I'm not really sure. Something they showed, and I'm assuming one of the X-Men books, but I haven't seen it yet. But I don't know why you'd want to see Wolverine. Oh, so there's this whole thing going around about it's like a meme that's going around that's like try to argue with me that Wolverine can't be circumcised.
No, it'd grow back.
Yeah, exactly. So people trying to argue that Wolverine can be circumcised and he can't because it's going to grow back.
He can't.
But what do you want me to defend, Corbin? What are you trying to get me to defend?
Talk about how good a story is.
Gotham by Gaslight? I can't. I'd be lying, and I don't want to do that to my fans. I don't want to be doing it to the one fan in that I have in the chat that I can't lie to them. I got to be truthful to them.
Michael, because Michael needs to be enlightened. Okay, help Michael out. You be helping him. The Grizzless Geek, help him.
Oh no!
The what?
Now you're getting people mixed up.
The Grizzles Geek.
The Grizzless Geek.
The Grizzless Geek is in the house.
The Grizzless Geek. Maybe you should watch the Grizzle Geek sometime. They're the authority.
Once in a while, on Tuesdays I do.
You subscribe to them for the facts.
On Tuesdays you do.
Well, their show's on Friday, so you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
It
is.
wouldn't be on Fridays because it would conflict with us.
And they are. They're on Friday, an hour before us. Their show ends 30 minutes before ours.
Tuesdays I do.
That's not true, guys. I listen.
You don't listen, apparently.
Tuesdays I do.
I'm a subscriber. It's right there.
Well, obviously you don't subscribe enough because I bet you if you look at their page, it says that they had a new video today.
Tuesdays.
I saw one for them reviewing Ruby or something.
Well, they do Ruby reviews, and then they also have their normal show. Mike, if you're in the chat, man.
I know you need to come settle this.
Yeah.
He's not
Actually,
here. I'm
if
so
Mike's
glad.
in the chat, he needs to jump on live with us and settle this.
Yeah, you need to settle this.
Not necessary. Not necessary.
Yeah, see, he just said we are the opening act. There you go.
Wait, is this it? This is the one, right?
No, well, that's a Ruby one, but they
That's the one that was recommended to me today.
No, well then you're behind, and you're not. You need to make. You clearly don't have that notification bell smashed, Corbin.
Yeah, it is. It's right here.
You clearly have not smashed that notification bell.
You guys, no, that's not true.
Grizzled Geek. It's on Tuesdays.
I watch them on Tuesdays. How are you watching them on Tuesdays when you're doing Spinner Rack, Corbin?
That's what I was going to say, too.
3 weeks?
When you're on there having the same argument with me about, Batman on Spinner Rack.
When's the last time that we did Spinner Rack, sir?
What the fuck is Spinner Rack?
Grizzle Geek wants to know if you watch the Ruby stuff, Corbin.
Obviously, he knows what it's on.
Ruby, no. Like, I watched them because I was like,
also, he doesn't watch anything. I would
No.
take super offense to that, Mike.
I would too.
No, I watched their video reacting.
I would definitely take offense to somebody who.
I have taken offense for it, and I'm not even on Grizzle
Kyle,
Geek.
you were going to take offense to it to begin with, man. You are so on that bias train.
You
right
take.
now, okay?
I would take offense to it too. How dare you
right.
say that you
All
watch
right.
a show?
That's like on the other side of that train. Both of y'all can get out my mentions.
How dare you say you watch
Mike,
a
I'm
show
real
and you try to
fan.
rep
I
it?
know you're on Fridays.
Dude,
I watch you before I go on Absolute.
Maybe I should have gotten a Grizzle Geek shirt. Maybe I know what day it is. Maybe I'm just feeling left out.
Kyle's still waiting on his Grizzle
Right?
Geek shirt.
Okay, well, at least he has it in the pot. There you go. Well, there you go. Maybe I'm just butthurt. I don't know. It's not
Right?
about me.
I thought you
It's
were
not
a
about
Grizzle
me,
Geek
though.
fan.
It's not about me. I am. It's not about me. Let's move on. It's not about me.
Let's move on. Let's just sweep this up and go to the next topic.
Oh.
Kyle and I are real fans because we roll in and we make their chat lit.
Okay, and you guys are so humble about it too, apparently, because their chat wouldn't be lit without y'all, would it?
I don't know. I'm not there to see if I'm not in the chat, so how would I know?
Just give yourself enough credit.
Michael Stott wants to know why you hate Grizzle Geek.
I know. I want to know why you.
We need to
hate it,
break
too.
this down, Corbin. We need to know.
We need to get to the root of this and figure it out.
Show us on the doll where Grizzled Geek touched you.
No, I'm kidding. I don't hate the Grizzle Geek. You got it's a good group of people, good community, all of them.
On Tuesday nights.
I give them 3 out of 5 couch cushions.
On Tuesday nights.
On Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights, Wednesday mornings, whenever I can listen to it. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, and they matter. You matter, Michael. Right, and the other Michael, you do too. Since you're jumping on me, I'm a kind guy. But
I'm
again,
the kind of guy. I think I took you as the kind of guy that wants the facts. So I figured you would have subscribed to the Grizzle Geek for the facts.
Listen to this. They don't want to hear me right now talk about this.
You go to Grizzle Geek for the facts.
They're good.
Look,
they're for the facts.
What does your screen say right now?
It says subscribe to Grizzle Geek for the facts. I get it. I get it.
Mike from Grizzle Geek wants to know what do we do, Corbin? Or what did we do, Corbin?
What do you mean?
He says it's Kristen, isn't it? You watch for the token millennial, don't you?
I mean, no.
He hopes to see her in speed dating. He hopes to see her in speed dating.
Listen,
Corbin has already written an email to the San Diego Comic-Con board asking if they're going to do geek speed dating.
No, because I'm getting my speed dating done. I'm trying to get my girl hooked up for San Diego because I'm trying to get that figured out by Phoenix Fan Fusion, where they're going to bring speed dating back. And this time, I better be able to walk out with numbers that day and not have to wait 3 days later, which then turns out to 6 weeks later for a list of numbers that I never get.
This needs to be an ongoing thing. We have to follow the journey of Corbin and his geek speed dating.
All I'm trying to say, man,
we don't have a girl on the show. That's what
we need. We need a token millennial on our show.
Oh, all I'm trying to say is this time by San Diego, I'm gonna have me somebody.
We're just four degenerates talking.
If there's any women out there that would like to be part of the show, please email Matt at absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com.
Well, that would be a wrong email address.
So you'll never get contacted back. You can also catch us on Tuesdays.
If you are a female comic fan podcaster that wants to come on the show and maybe woo Corbin, or any ladies out there in podcast land listening to us that want to take Corbin out on a date, he is a very smooth, chocolate, sexy man with a hell of a beard. He's very dapper looking. I mean, he's just the nicest guy you could ever meet. He's down to be your little spoon anytime, ladies. Call Corbin. We'll set you up on a date. Just email us at absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com. We'll get you in contact with Corbin. And we'll get you on one of those
call in
dates.
right now. What's the call-in number?
Or you can call in right now.
You guys are. I'm done.
What's the call-in number?
Call that number right now if you want to get a smooth, sexy date with the sexual chocolate that is Corbin.
No.
I think Mike from Grizzle Geek should call in, and he needs to explain it.
Shaft ain't got nothing on Corbin.
I don't need to be roasted tonight. Also, follow my YouTube. That's it. That's my plug.
Follow my YouTube.
Who is the man that's hooking up with ladies across the land?
Why'd you take away the phone number?
Corbin Ford. Yeah.
I'm really not.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Something I'm experiencing. You guys are horrible.
Mike from Grizzle Geek says he's a good guy. Ladies just question his taste in Batman comics and podcasts. Wax Jack says Corbin's about to be swimming in it. Hell yeah, he is.
Swim in it, bitch.
You guys are a mess.
Corbin's about to be drowning in the pussy.
Oh yeah. It's raining pussy.
You guys are something else.
Ladies, he works at a library. He can get you discount. He can always check out your books, and you never have to pay late fees. And the drop box is always open. It's Corbin Ford, ladies and gentlemen.
Books with a due date.
He'll stamp your books with a 9-month due date.
I cannot do this right now.
He will stamp your books with that 9-inch due date.
All I know, listen, I have my hope. All right. So I'm gonna say there's so much advancements out there. There's Facebook dating now. That's the thing.
How's that going for you?
Are we still talking about that?
I thought we never stopped.
We're trying to get you a girlfriend here now.
Oh, listen, guy.
Oh yeah, we've moved on.
That's got to be like our 2020 mission here. Is each episode we just gotta get Corbin.
We're gonna straight up lose people in the chat for this.
A girlfriend.
Oh
no, dude! People are chiming in. People are chiming in right now.
I'm just waiting for someone to call in.
It's too late.
Where the ladies at to call in?
Grizzle Geek says he can definitely make sure Kristen helps him do the show. Look, he's setting you up. I think she already has a boyfriend, but she might be on the market looking to upgrade. Because that's what Corbin Ford is, ladies. He's an upgrade.
Dude,
whatever your man is doing right now, I guarantee you he doesn't work at a library. Guarantee you he's not well read. I guarantee you he can't tell you every Batman comic and storyline from existence, but Corbin Ford can.
Because he's a smooth motherfucker.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy. Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Sexual chocolate, Corbin Ford, ladies and gentlemen.
Check out my email.
Dark chocolate.
He's a barbarian. Have you seen the guns? Corbin, give the ladies a gun show.
Oh my god.
Give the ladies a ticket to the gun show.
Guns just now.
Let's see it, Corbin. Give the ladies a little bit of taste.
fucking roll that sleeve up.
Oh, look at give him the ladies something to look at. Give him a little eye candy. Look at that.
Dude, don't be modest. Don't be modest.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the Phoenix area this May, come to Phoenix Comic-Con, sign up for Geek Speed Dating, and get yourself a piece. Break yourself off a piece of the Corbin Ford sexual chocolate.
Okay.
Only available. Ladies love
White.
Wax Jacks. Ladies love guys who love books. He's a sophisticated, well-read gentleman.
Because I'm a smooth motherfucker.
He's a smooth motherfucker that'll stamp your books.
I'm a smooth motherfucker.
That's
Thank
right.
you. We don't even stamp books anymore. That's actually a common misconception now. We don't stamp them. We actually.
Mike from
he's
Guzzler
right.
Geek just says you should do the podcast shirtless.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I'll really bring them. Oh, I'll give you a little bit of right there. There you go. Kyle. You guys are a mess. Grizzly Geek, apologize for getting the days wrong on the pod. I support y'all.
Hey, I know. Hey, I know where you got that shirt.
Because I'm a smooth motherfucker.
Yep.
Okay.
Corbin, I'm telling
I
you,
gotta
man.
work. Oh, you're right. You're right. Listen, I'm trying.
Oh my God, we should come up with a segment that's. We need to do the dating game on here as a segment for Corbin.
Oh, yes, we do. We need to do a panel at Phoenix Comic-Con, the dating game, just for Corbin. Because if he can't get his geek speed dating, we got to do it just for Corbin. And Mike from Gizzle Geek's got to be the host of it, and he's got to do it shirtless, and he's just got to have khakis and a bow tie on.
And he's
No,
gotta
no
dance
shirt.
with it.
Yeah, and he's got to dance.
Okay.
And Kyle can go out in the audience and hand pick the contestants.
If they get a rose, they get to come up.
He's like, you want 30 people watching? Because that's how you get 30 people watching.
You guys are a mess.
I'm just saying, man.
Hey, listen, I'm
motherfucker.
creation stage where I will take that.
He says done. Mike says done. He's in. That's it. We just gotta start another group chat to talk to the same 16 people we talked to already to let everybody know.
Quick.
Yeah, quick. Start another group chat. Start another group chat that contains all the 16 people that are in the 4 other group chats we already got.
Oh, that's
If you would
hilarious.
like to be part of the Corbin speed dating episode,
Yeah.
please contact us at whatever Matt at absolutegeek.com.
No, it's absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com if you want to be part of the Corbin Speed Dating.
Or just message us on.
That's got to be our live show.
anywhere.
That's got to be a segment in our live shows that we're going to start doing.
Can we do a
gotta
live
have-
show every Friday?
We got to have, from comic book shops.
Oh no.
Yes, it's got to be, dude. If we get females there, come out. We're gonna start doing live shows at comic book shops. We're setting that up. I'm announcing it now. Ladies, come on out. Come on out and get your chance to win a date with Corbin Ford,
As if I'm
the comic book sexual chocolate. Ladies, his name is Comic Book Barbarian, and when he takes his shirt off, he looks like he's ready to chop your trees. If you got a bush that needs clearing, Corbin's your man.
That needs clearing.
If you've got a drain that needs snaked,
Yep, Corbin is your man.
Yo.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
If you got a field that needs plowing, Corbin Ford's your man. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do the live show, and it's gonna be Corbin's dating show. Each week, I expect an update on your adventures in speed dating.
Listen, I'm honest and open in my speed dating assessments. I'm a veteran of this.
You are more than just a veteran, sir. You've got the Medal of Honor of speed dating.
During it, it's just some fiasco afterwards that messes up where I never get my matches, or I get them and they're a bunch, and it's like 5 months later.
Bushwhacker. Oh, that's funny.
But it'll work out. It'll happen. It'll go down. You know what? May is what, 5 months away?
It is. Oh yeah. It would be the 5th month. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said it. They gotta know my dates first, right? But yeah, gotta start reaching out to them early. Gotta make sure it's scheduled around time.
You gotta make sure that you hit the gym every day so those pythons are fucking sick.
Pythons are sick. Where's the Fed at?
You do, but it's not even for that. That's just for my own self-esteem and
Hey,
confidence.
which way is the gun show, Corbin?
Whichever way I'm playing. I don't know.
It's fucking that way, bitches.
Okay. Oh man. The Hitch for religion.
It's in the library. I thought it was a church for religions that don't allow makeup.
The Church of Corbin, because these pythons are sick.
Yep.
No, but
His body is a temple, and he wants you to pray at it.
Another library. Quiet. Just want to throw that out there. It changes programming now for children's and toddlers and adults and
ladies. If you want to win a date with Corbin, you can hit him up directly at comicbookbarbarian@gmail.com.
Win a date with Corbin.
Win a date with Corbin.
I'd actually be winning a date with that.
Win a date with Corbin. But da da da. But da da da. Win a date with Corbin. But da da da. But da da da.
Help me for the last 15 minutes on this.
Kyle, on the show, we got to make Corbin a Misconnections. We got to write Corbin a Misconnections.
What?
Yes.
And then we got to get people to send him dick pics.
Me, comic book nerd girl. You, sick fucking pythons.
to the sexy man playing basketball at the local EOS Fitness.
I could tell
it was
your
like
pythons
slow
were
motion
sick.
when you went for your layup. My heart was a flutter.
Okay.
I want you to dunk your balls in my hole.
You guys are a man. Stop. I get it. I appreciate y'all.
Me,
but it's too much.
Sitting at park, you doing those big badass layups with those sick fucking pythons.
Okay. Oh my god.
I love the way that your gym shorts went up your butt as you did a layup.
Wow.
Those great gym shorts against those massive legs.
The way you posterized that 5-year-old just made my crotch an instant waterfall.
Okay. I am done. Oh my goodness. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. All right.
We're just trying to help you out, Corbin. We're trying to get you a date, man.
Libraries. Oh yeah. No, for real.
You working out at 3 a.m. Me watching through the window.
Michael Stat says the ladies call him Cockosaurus Rex, if you know what I mean.
Guys, okay. Cockosaurus Rex?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Cockosaurus Rex is the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Oh my god!
So awesome.
Grizzle Geek says I come for the geek stuff, but I stay for the Corbin roast.
That's what this is, really. I'm glad somebody's calling it out.
Oh.
Listen, Cockosaurus Rex, it's not a Corbin roast. We're trying to get you some loving.
I was out the gym and I saw your Cockosaurus Rex falling out of your gray gym shorts as you did a layup.
There has got to be another topic.
I saw your Cockosaurus Rex flapping in the wind as you did that layup.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's been real.
Oh, dude, I can't recover from Cockosaurus Rex.
Dude, that's the best.
That's the
fucking best.
I know it's our first show of the year, but that's the line.
Oh, dude, we have already peaked. 3 days into 2019, we have peaked with Cockosaurus
It's 20, bitch.
Rex.
It's 2020.
Or what is it? 2020.
Get your fucking vision right.
I know, I should. Mike from Grizzly Geek says he's going to lay so much pipe, he'll have to change his name from Corbin, the comic book plumber.
Cockosaurus Rex in the house.
Dude, that's got to be a shirt. It's got to be Corbin's face. It just says Cockosaurus Rex on it.
I would die.
Dude, you would rock the shit out of that shirt.
You playing basketball with gray gym shorts with that Cockosaurus Rex falling out.
Oh my god.
All right.
I couldn't keep my eye off of it as it was slapping your knee.
Oh, my lord. Okay.
They give a tunnel snake that wants to play peekaboo with Cockosaurus Rex.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Speaking of work, I got work early.
Oh my god, Corbin, it's only 10 o'clock, man. Let's be honest. You work at a library.
That's
The
right.
the women are lining up to just get you
Mess
to
with your Cockosaurus Rex.
to scan their library card.
Can I check out your Cockosaurus Rex?
If I was like 40 years older, I would have no problem securing a lady.
Oh, Michael Stout just killed it. Put his face on a T-Rex body. Cockosaurus Rex. No, because then you're calling him a cock. It doesn't work that way.
No,
Yeah.
it's got to be a penis on a T-Rex with Corbin's face on it. Then it's Cockosaurus Rex.
I have no words.
It should be just like a T-Rex flashing, and Corbin like standing in the middle of it, protecting his junk, looking all like disheveled and disapproved like he does right now, and then just a Cockosaurus Rex.
I still can't believe people are listening to us.
We're losing people. It's all right.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
I still can't believe people listen to this podcast in 2020.
Cockosaurus Rex.
Hey, give you guys some credit.
These Cockosaurus Rexes are sick.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my god.
The roof.
Maybe that's why Corbin's looking for the one woman who just has that strong uterus, because his Cockosaurus Rex is going to pound right through it.
Oh my god. Okay. And on that note, I think we should call this one segment.
Wax Jack says that's the shirt. You guys are going to be rich.
The Cockosaurus Rex Absolute Geek shirt.
Oh, dude. Fucking fantastic. Oh my god.
We're in the money. We're in the money.
Cockosaurus Rex.
Line of the night.
Oh man.
I think it's about that time.
It was a fantastic one.
No, it's not.
We got to thank our sponsors. Yeah, we got to get through all that. It's going to take a while.
We're thanking our sponsor, Cockosaurus Rex.
Hello.
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 Where the fuck's Corbin's brother? Get back here.
I have to actually go.
You got to ask your brother if you're Cockosaurus Rex.
Oh,
Who's got more game? You or your little brother?
I'm pretty sure they do. Any of my brothers.
It's because they don't read comic books, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, high school was always me because I had the jock thing going, but then, you get that boring 9 to 5 and things change. And...
I wonder how many girls looked at your little
None.
intro video. Looked at your little intro video on Facebook and are like, man, he's a dapper, sexy son of a bitch. And then the minute you're like, I like comics, man. I like everything about comics. They shut it off. They're like, oh, fuck this nerd.
That's probably just how that happened, too. Such is the life of a comic fan, It's going to be hard. It's hard. It's hard. They're normally you have to get the girl first, I think, and then say, boom, I love comics. Like,
Or you got a girl who's just so ready, and you're like Gotham by Gaslight, and she fucking dries up like the Sahara.
She puts her clothes back on and leaves.
She puts her clothes back on and leaves, son.
Oh, man. I got to go to bed, guys. You guys
That's so funny.
I'm tired.
So good.
I thought Brian was coming back.
He's missing some gold here, man. Cockosaurus Rex.
You guys are a mess. You guys need to stop.
That's gonna be my favorite for next Christmas. This is my favorite segment.
The first one of the year. Huh? Wax Jack says you can get a whole Jurassic Pork line of shirts. Get that merch.
You guys need to stop. Lord,
It's awesome.
we need to. No, we can't say it again. That was the one-time episode for that.
Dude, we've got to make that shirt, and you've got to wear it during speed dating.
Cockosaurus Rex.
Yes.
Don't mind me. I'm a Cockosaurus Rex.
You've got to wear it during speed dating.
I have people walk by going, "What is this?"
Don't mind me. I'm a Cockosaurus Rex.
That's right.
That's it. That's it right there.
Fantastic.
And you should have like a pocket shirt where there's like a cock coming out of it. Who's talking? Who's talking? Who's that?
Dude, no. It should be one of those shirts where there's a pocket and a T-Rex is out of it, and like the pocket like unvelcros and comes down, and when it comes down, it's just got a giant schlong with Corbin's face on the end of it.
Like this.
Yeah.
I need to stop
going like this.
Yep. Wax Jack said that would be legendary speed dating with that shirt.
Hey, why do you keep muting it? Who's talking in the background?
His brother's laughing at him, I think.
Who are you talking to, Corbin?
My brother was laughing in the background, but
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to my brother. He was laughing in the background.
Hey, tell him to come here.
No, he doesn't want to come anymore. He can't stop laughing. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, what the fuck is going on?
He's just jealous that he's not a Cockasaurus Rex.
I'm sure that's what it is. I'm positive.
I think it is.
I think it is too.
I don't think he'll ever come back on the show.
Wise Jack says that'd be legendary speed dating with that shirt.
He'll never come back.
Dude, he should get a shirt that says Cockasaurus Rex's brother.
No.
I am the brother of Cockasaurus
Oh, dude, you should dress up like fucking a dude, like a safari dude, and he can lead the ladies to you. Be like, I'm taking you on safari to find like the Cockasaurus Rex.
As we go through the outback and we go through the wild, there he is in all his glory, the Cockasaurus Rex.
It's just Corbin standing in line waiting to get his like 19th issue of Gotham by Gaslight signed.
With his Cockasaurus Rex hanging out of his gym shorts, smacking his knee.
Legend has it that Corbin can't wear regular boxer shorts or boxer brief. He has to wear gym shorts as underwear because they're just long enough to hide the Cockasaurus Rex.
I already tucks it in his butt.
I heard, I heard he has to tie it in a knot twice.
Jesus Christ.
He's got to flip it up in his waistband and duct tape it to his chest.
All right. I guess please have a family, okay? I have a family, okay?
You have a family?
Wait. When he gets searched by the cops, he goes, "What's that?" He goes, "My dick."
Gotta stop. I'm not gonna win any dates with this.
Oh, dude, you got so many women.
Dude, they're lining up to the right now.
They're lining up for what?
We got to see that dick.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get
it's sword fighting. He's a tripod.
Ladies,
with it.
Cockasaurus Rex is in his house. If you guys want to win a date with the Cockasaurus Rex, so shoot us an email at absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com. Kyle and I will personally be screening them, and we're going to pick the best ones.
Cockasaurus Rex holds him up.
We're going to pick the best ones, and we're going to bring them on the show live to talk to Corbin. We'll see which one of you can win a date with the Cockasaurus Rex. Michael Stubbs says, "God damn, this is a family show."
Oh, no, it's far from a family show.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Lexington Steel does not have shit on Cockasaurus Rex.
We're going to set it up. We're going to set up the Corbin speed dating, personal speed dating at Brandon's Comics in Tempe. What's the address at Brandon's Comics? Oh, we'll get that for you.
Cockasaurus Rex.
Brandon, when we do speed dating, what are you going to do for us?
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
He's going to bring out the saber and pop those bottles.
Yeah, I need to stop.
Cockasaurus Rex. Somebody's already on top of it.
Wow. You guys are a mess.
All right.
I'm not going to win anything with this, guys.
Dude, you're going to get so much clunge, bro. It's going to be insane.
Dude, we just made you a vagina magnet.
Yeah, we made you
You're
a
welcome.
legend, bro.
You're fucking welcome.
Thanks, Kyle.
Although I think we offended Erica because she just kind of stopped talking, and I think she left.
I don't blame her.
I'm
sorry,
either.
Erica.
I don't either. Yeah, I apologize. Oh, we got one downvote for the Cockasaurus Rex talk. Someone downvoted us. It was probably Corbin.
Just right now?
Yeah.
I didn't actually.
Someone thumbs downed us. If you can't handle the Cockasaurus Rex talk, we don't want you here.
It was a 30-minute segment we've been talking about this.
Oh, what? You downvoted us, Grizzled Geek, you son of a bitch.
You are welcome.
We have some 2020 energy that is not good in here.
Oh, we've got great energy.
Oh my god, this is so much fun. I'm surprised Mike doesn't just jump on with us.
I want to know I can't remember who said Cockasaurus Rex. Fucking
Michael Stout did.
Did he? All right. Well, Michael Stout, you know, This is for Michael Stout.
You just want to what? Yeah, thanks, Michael. Now I'm not going to hear the end of that name.
All right, so changing gears here real quick because
fuck.
Yeah, it's time.
Let's get serious here on Absolute Geek Podcast.
No, we're not getting serious, but we're gonna start and winding down the show here. We didn't get to do it last time because
we didn't even get to the meat and potatoes yet.
Oh, we got to the meat and potatoes.
It was Caucasaurus Rex.
It was Caucasaurus Rex. We were gonna do this last on our New Year's episode, but unfortunately that show kind of got hijacked. And
play it.
I think
I've actually learned how to saber off fucking bottles of champagne, so I plan on bringing out the saber.
How does it feel to peak at episode 1 of the new year, Grizzly? It's fantastic. It just means that we can coast the rest of the year, right?
Easy days.
Yep. It's the meat and potatoes time. So kind of go for it. What are you guys looking forward to 2021? Do you have any resolutions? What are you looking to do professionally as far as like where do you want to take the podcast? You know, I'll let you start, Caucasaurus Rex.
Oh my god.
Listen, if you don't come in next week with your name being Caucasaurus Rex, I'm kicking you out of the StreamYard until you change it.
Guys, you guys can't make this happen. This isn't a thing.
No, it's a thing now. It's already a meme. It's a thing.
If I could change it right now, I would.
The internet has spoken.
My YouTube channel is The Comic Barbarian. My resolution is to grow in that comics field and share that and not be connected to the name that I shall not name because that's not my name.
Rex.
Caucasaurus Rex. Caucasaurus Rex. Caucasaurus Rex.
Oh, dude, by Spinner Rack, you're going to have a theme song.
Guys.
Because it's Caucasaurus Rex. Because it's Caucasaurus Rex.
Sounds like some backwards PBS show.
You're right. You're right, Wax Jaw. Corbin is nothing but meat and potatoes.
Oh my god.
At least your brother's having fun, right?
I mean, I think he's horrified, all right? I don't know. Are you horrified? He's semi-horrified right now. This is the first time he's listening to my podcast here, and I think it's the last.
What a great intro episode.
Yeah, what a fantastic episode.
Have him sit down. Tell us what comics he likes.
You know,
who's his favorite superhero? He's got one. Everyone's got one.
Everyone's got one. You know what's funny? He has a couple.
Man.
Huh?
It's Blank Man.
Blank? What?
What's his favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero? Spiderman.
Caucasaurus Rex dating profile will date
man.
all. Grizzle Geek says the Caucasaurus Rex dating profile will attract all the right kind of women.
Please, guys. Please.
Grizzle Geek, I want you, Mike from Grizzle Geek, I want you next week on your show. No, because
come on this show.
No, yeah, well, yeah, because that's not your guys' shtick. But I want you to ask Kirsten or Kristen in the private what her first reaction to the word Caucasaurus Rex is, and then show her a picture of Corbin, and I want you to record her response.
Don't do it.
Do not ruin my rep, please.
What do you fucking mean, Kyle? Don't do it, you pansy. Do it.
That's dumb.
Don't do it on your show, but I want to know what she thinks of Caucasaurus Rex.
Just she's a girl, you have to automatically fucking.
She's the only girl that
reference to her.
No,
I mean, Jesus Christ, Matt. But you're a female and you're the only one that's around. What do you think of cock? Come on, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Please don't. I so hope you're not listening right now.
I think just that.
What do you think of Caucasaurus Rex? Here's Corbin. You're the only female within 500 miles of nerds.
Mike says he'll ask her tomorrow.
No.
I'm just joking. Don't do that.
No, you're not. You were dead serious until I said something. It's all right.
But
that's just not a nickname that's going to attract the females that I think you're looking for. I don't see how I could.
If it attracts one, it worked.
It's good. Yeah.
What?
If it attracts one, it worked.
Yep. One
Okay,
and done.
that-
One and done.
that-
But I
Comic
think I
Barbarian,
really
I think-
think that the shirt
Comic Barbarian's a better nickname though.
has to happen though
No,
It
I
does
really
have to happen.
at speed dating. It's got to happen.
I can ask her tomorrow. I am
All right. So,
Cockasaurus
anyways,
Rex.
we got off topic.
Cockasaurus.
What were you
Did
gonna
we?
say? What were you
Did
gonna
we?
say, Corbin? Cockasaurus is
Comic
woke as
Barbarian's
fuck.
better. Cockasaurus is not woke. It's not a woke nickname. No, it's
It is
not.
woke as fuck.
Stop.
Oh my god.
All right.
Well, whatever voice I had left is gone by tomorrow. I'm
Yeah,
laughing so hard.
I'm surprised you saw people in the chat listening to this.
Oh, dude, this
Me
is
too.
fantastic. We've got gold. We've got people coming back.
I know people are coming back. Guys.
That's because people fucking love us.
That's right.
9 times out of 10,
He's
you get
100% right.
slapped, but that 10th time magical. See, exactly. I want to get slapped 9 times with that nickname.
Hey, if you
You're
throw
Oh,
gonna
enough
get
shit
you're gonna get
against the wall, it
slapped
works.
10 out of 10 times with comic book barbarian.
It's not a good nickname.
The minute you say comic book to any female, it's over.
Okay. Okay, Cockasaurus Rex will really get them roused up.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Okay. I don't even know how I would go into that.
Dude, that'll be an awesome shirt. I am the Cockasaurus Rex. Would you like to hear my roar?
Dude, it's gotta be an undershirt. So he just roars and rips it apart. And there's a giant dinosaur. All right.
Oh,
Anyways, back to what we were saying. Corbin, you can have the floor again.
Thank
Your YouTube profile. What are you trying to do with your YouTube exactly?
You know, it's another into the comic YouTube world. It's talking comics and the creative teams and the history behind books, and maybe not so much about Gotham by Gaslight, but just enlightening and
you're
having
doing another podcast? You're promoting another podcast on here?
No, he's
No,
promoting his
it's-
own YouTube channel.
my own. It's Corbin. It's just me.
It's just him.
Just me. I mean, if I'm gonna call people, if people are gonna know me as the Cockasaurus Rex, they have to know my YouTube channel, I think.
You gotta change your
Grizzly
YouTube
Geek
channel
says.
back.
Grizzly Geek says, "I like how it's comic book, not barbarian, that turns women off."
it's the full experience, you know.
You want to see my Cockasaurus roar?
Guys,
Kind of killed himself on that one.
I'm not gonna win anything. We're gonna be here next year doing the same plea to desperate single women that we did today, with Cockasaurus Rex as my nickname.
Why do they have to be desperate? You're a good man. You're a catch.
I appreciate that. See,
You're
look-
lowering your standards by saying they're desperate.
Right? With a cock down to your knees, you can get anyone you want.
Yeah, right.
You're right. Okay, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
You guys are great wingmen. You guys help me feel good about myself. I appreciate that.
Imagine if we were at the bar with you. Hey, you see that guy over there? His cock goes to his knees.
Yep.
We call him Cockasaurus Rex on the golf course.
Tell me if you're playing trivia or anything like that, and you see the name Cockasaurus Rex up at a leaderboard, it doesn't grab your attention.
Yeah, your eyes don't get a little bit
Yeah.
bigger. And you don't look down at your crotch.
Okay, I guess you do.
Hey, if some dude said, "Hey, I'm Cockasaurus Rex," I'd totally go like this. I would totally look down.
That's not cool. Oh my gosh.
You couldn't help it. It's human nature. Cockasaurus
So
Rex.
you think you're automatically trying to check out the okay. That's
It's human nature.
Michael
You'd have
Stott
to
says
see-
you have to add Cockasaurus Rex to your Tinder profile.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's gotta be
Thanks,
your
Mike.
that's gotta be your yeah, it's gotta be your Bumble name, Cockasaurus Rex.
Wow. Michael just started. I cannot believe you. You just the last 45 minutes of this since Michael came up with that name has just been horrific. Horrifically something. It's been funny.
See, Michael, with coming up with his name, who was used to be right here because he's an awesome dude, but he has now escalated to right here, and he is on a pedestal up here.
That's how good he is.
He has earned that wrench tonight.
Oh,
Tim doesn't even show up. We should just take it away from Tim.
There isn't even a chat in the group today. What the fuck?
I know.
Right? No moderator. I think someone needs a butterscotch.
Someone needs a butterscotch.
Anyways, so that's all you got, Corbin?
So you had another topic, Matt?
It's just, I think, a focus on reading better comics and doing better comic content. That's 2020. That's that vision. That's the goal.
What about you, Kyle?
What?
What do you have goal-wise for 2020, or where do you want to see the show go in 2020?
Dude, we peaked, man. I'm fucking out, dude. Pocket Stores Rex, fucking it. I'm one and done.
I guess it's on you, Matt.
Just have fun.
I want to have fun, but I want to see the show grow. I want more growth. I want to finally fucking hit that 200 subscriber.
If you were Caucasaurus Rex, you would see plenty of growth.
I want to finally hit that 200 subscriber on YouTube mark. So if you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, make sure to do that. Get yourself a slab book. First hour, my Gizzle Greek says, first hour of my D&D game tomorrow. I now wasted on Caucasaurus Rex stories now. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
No problem.
Yo, teach me.
We're here for.
I want to play some of those games.
Corbin wants to play D&D. He was talking about us today. That's his 2020 resolutions. He wants to play some D&D.
I gotta do some of that.
I wouldn't mind playing D&D too.
Yeah, there you go. You can be our dungeon master. Start up another D&D podcast. Bring back negative modifiers for the win. Phone it in 2020. I want to see the show grow, get more growth, do more great things. I'm excited for where the possibilities we got going in 2020. We've got some stuff going on behind the scenes. I already mentioned that we're talking about trying to do local shows live on Fridays from different comic book shops to have a live audience along with the people in the chat. So I think that'll be a lot of fun once we get off the ground. I want more growth in the community, do more things with guys from Grizzle Geek and all the other local podcasts, and just have a good time at all the conventions and Phoenix and San Diego. So if you guys are in California, you're going to be around. Yep.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yep. If you're going to be in California around Comic-Con, San Diego area, you can hit up me, Kyle and Corbin. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a good time. So, guys, tune in next week. Let's share it around. Next week, we're going to give away a digital copy of Joker. So if you guys are excited for Joker. Yep.
Look at you fucking going above and beyond for our listeners.
Yep.
You're getting a free digital copy of a movie that I bought.
Nope.
Damn, man. I don't know how you do it, man. I don't you put yourself out there, and I just don't understand how you do it. But goddamn, Matt, the way you take one for the team. You're getting a free digital download of a movie that I bought.
Yep. How else am I gonna give away something that if you don't pay for it?
That is true. He kind of needs to buy it to give it away.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah,
I think we just didn't like Joker. That's all.
We really need to hype that up because the fact that you went above and beyond to give out a digital download. I mean, we should be. God damn, we should make a total contest out of that.
We should.
You too can get a digital copy of.
You two can get digitally muted.
Getting some of your own medicine
I'm
there.
Matt. I go above and beyond. You can get a.
He's just gonna keep muting you, bro.
I'm Joker.
Yep, you're Joker.
You know what I do for my listeners?
What do you do for your listeners?
I give you a free.
You kicked him out.
I mean, dude, I'm the way you put your ass on the line with these fucking giveaways, dude. You, sir, are a true American hero.
I appreciate that. I try.
A true American hero.
I
Oh,
think
man.
we've peaked in the show for 2020.
Tune in next week so you can get a free
That's
digital
right,
download of Joker, courtesy of Matt.
Hey, it just shows appreciation, all right?
I agree.
It's the little things, Kyle.
Not like Cockosaurus Rex.
No, that thing is not little. That thing is massive. I hear it's going on tour, coming to a geek speed dating near you.
Oh my god!
All right, okay. We're killing.
If we get 50 listeners in the chat, I'm gonna give away a free.
Yeah, there we go.
Download
There we go.
of Joker.
Mike Grizzly Geek just did it. If we get 10 listeners in the chat next week, I'll give away a free date with Corbin. You can win a virtual date with Corbin. You guys can eat.
10 listeners, huh?
You guys can eat dinner over StreamYard or Google Hangout together. You can look longingly.
One candlelit dinner.
Yep.
Wow.
And Matt will give you a free digital download.
And
Joker.
you'll get a free digital download of Joker.
Wait, hold on. Joker, when did that start? Did somebody win the Avengers one?
No.
Wait. Nobody won the Avengers one?
What? No, we gave away Spider-Man. Somebody won Spider-Man. I haven't given away Avengers yet. Nobody won the slab yet either.
You too can get a free digital download of a movie that I bought.
Well, you got to kind of buy the movie to get it away.
Back that offer? Because he definitely offered.
You too. I'm going to buy a movie and you get the free shit that comes with it. We appreciate you, listeners.
Hey, it's a good download.
I'll give you guys the DVD version of it too. But I'm keeping the Blu-ray.
Hey, I will give one of you guys the red box version of
Yep,
Joker.
there we go.
I will give you one free red box
You
rental.
can't give these away, folks.
I'll give you a free red box rental of Joker.
I'm waiting for somebody in the chat just to throw up the link to like watch 32 Joker. Here, you don't have to give it away. Here's the link.
I'm trying to entice people to show our appreciation. And Kyle's gonna make a fucking joke out of it, all right?
Hey, what are you talking about? That was like the best clip from the last show.
It's still better than a tote bag.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, that'll do it for
No, we're not done with that.
It's slightly used, just has a little scratch on the serial number.
I will next week if there's 10 listeners in, we will send you a picture of a code so that you can get the movie.
Hey, they're getting a free movie.
We're getting a free movie.
They didn't have to go out and pay 30-some bucks for it. They're getting it free. Keyword free.
I'm buying the movie, but I'll give you a free digital download.
Hey, that means they don't have to buy it.
That's true. I think they'd rather have that than nothing, right?
It's appreciative.
Probably give away the end game.
Here, if we get 10 people in chat, I'll send you this pencil. Free. It's a free fucking pencil.
We only need one more person, and you're gonna get a free
Watch this.
pencil.
It's got lead in it.
All right, Kyle, you're clearly gone.
It's a free pencil.
Hey, free baby.
All right.
You have anything else, Brian? Because you just came back.
I missed it all, man.
Dude, you did. You missed the greatest shit ever.
Did.
I saw the chat and I was like, what did I miss?
Oh.
I see people saying that that they spit out all their drink through their nose. They pulled a Kyle.
Griddle Geek says 10th listener gets a coupon for a free shoulder massage from Corbin.
Hey, if we get 15 people in the chat tomorrow, I will say
Tomorrow?
howdy.
A shoulder? You guys are crazy. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, well, it's like you can have popcorn while watching it. Popcorn not included.
If we get 15 people in the chat, there'll be free beer next week.
For me.
For me.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, real quick, I do have to say, Matt's starting off the show talking about Thor. That is the book that everybody's going crazy about. Like I said, people are. It was 3 or 4 issues that caused that to be hot in the hot 10. So I will continue to backpedal and say that Donny Cates is the best writer in comics history, and I really appreciate how he mashes up characters, and I think he's really good at coming up with new ideas. So
I'm just gonna go ahead and back out right here.
Yeah, and Donny Cates will be on next week's episode.
There you go.
No, so that is like that is the talk of the speculative market right now. Is that Thor book?
Yeah, well, it's causing. So number 1 book on the Hot 10 this week is that Thor book, but there was an error version from Star Wars. So Marvel printed that Thor book, mixed up the guts with Star Wars number 1, and then put the Star Wars number 1 blank cover on it. And that is the number 1 book. 2 of the other books in the Hot 10 that are getting hot off Thor are Silver Surfer number 4, which is the first appearance of Mephisto. The Asgardian one, which is the early appearance in Marvel of what's her name from Spawn, which is hot because of that's Thor book. And then, of course, there is a Stormbreaker.
So like Spawn 9.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Stormbreaker issue that has a certain Galactus appearance in it that is hot also because of that Thor book. So 4 or 5 issues, depending on how you want to talk about it on the Hot 10 this week. So pretty interesting. We'll see where that goes.
Well, that's kind of cool. So what? Yeah. So for everybody that's still listening to us and didn't go over the Hot 10, what was on the Hot 10 this week for them to check out?
The Hot 10 this week is we got just to end the show out. We have of course that Star Wars number 1 variant.
So it's a blank and the Thor is inside there, like there's a few pages or what?
Yeah, I'll actually go ahead and share my screen and.
So they were all like that, so I can go on eBay right now and try to buy one.
Well,
or is it just a few?
There aren't very many, according to what Ben is saying. There was 8 sales from $60 to $80 and only 1 current listing on eBay by the time this went live. So as he says, I don't even know how this could have happened, but Thor number 1 and Star Wars number 1 were jumbled up on those blank covers.
So we should be running out to our comic book stores and looking through all those blank Star Wars books then.
Basically, the best way to do it is all you have to do is open up that first cover, and if it's Thor on the cover, you got yourself a $100 book. So the Tarot number 1
I'll be right back.
Nakayama.
I'm going to break into the comic book store.
Yeah, the Tarot number 1 Nakayama variant. This is one of the craziest books to be on the Hot 10 in a long time. There's no reason for it to be on here other than I'll come out and say it. Comic Tom has lost his marbles and decided that Detective Comics, the Batman 80th Anniversary Giant Walmart special, which was a $30 book max a couple weeks ago, Comic Tom came out and said it's the number 1 speculative or number 1 comic of the year, which instantly turned it into a $150 book.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that a lot of places. People talking about that book.
The Witcher number 1, of course, with how good people, how much people are talking about Witcher. Star Wars, The Rise of Kylo Ren is one of the most beautiful covers for a non-variant book I've seen.
When did that come out?
Just came out this last week, I believe.
Ooh, I'm at to find it. I love Kylo Ren covers and Kylo Ren stuff.
This cover is one of the baddest covers I've ever seen. And I actually said the same thing that this is going to probably force me to go to a comic store and buy a new issue. First time I've done that in a long time. Here's the Angela Asgard's Assassin number 1, Thor stuff. Kanto number 1's back on here. Of course, the Psylocke number 1 second print, that Harley Quinn cover that I talked about, the Stormbreaker book, and a couple honorable mentions. So There's your quick overview of the recent released Hot 10.
Nice.
That be that.
Smashing.
Smashing.
Smashing. Cockosaurusing.
Oh my gosh, you guys!
I think you turned your mic off, Corbin. Nobody can hear you now.
I did.
Yeah, it's probably because you plugged in your headset.
I think it's because you're twirling it like a little fucking girl.
No, I know what it is.
You're all twirled up. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it for us for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast. I want to thank you all for hanging out in the chat with us tonight. If you had a good time, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Smash
Mike
that.
better undo that goddamn down.
Yeah, better undo that damn down vote, Mike. Guys, if you had a good time like tonight, make sure to be like Corbin and smash that notification bell so you know whenever we go live, so you can get,
You know that Grizzled Geek comes on Tuesdays.
You know that Grizzled Geek goes live on Tuesdays, not Fridays. Like Corbin does. But then seriously, smash that like button.
Make sure to be here next week. Get that free digital download.
Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have notifications on so you know whenever we go live. Or just be here every Friday night. Make sure to he said he did. Someone else did it then. I blame Corbin.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
But like Kyle said, make sure to be here next week to get that free digital download of Joker. For anyone in the chat.
Are we gonna throw in Avengers for good luck?
We'll do an Avengers too. Fuck it. We'll do them both. We'll do them both. Get crazy.
Free digital download for you. Digital download for you. Look at fuck, dude. The generosity of Matt.
Yeah.
I wish I was that generous. I just wish I could do that. Like, just.
All right. Anyways, if you're listening to this back on Monday, make sure to hit that.
All I do is bow to you.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Monday and any of your podcasting platforms, make sure to leave us a review and subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Remember, ladies, if any of the single ladies are out there and they're looking for a good time, drop an email to comicbarbarian@gmail.com or send us a link at absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com. Kyle and I will screen all of your emails and we will invite the 3 top lucky ladies on the show. And we do not
mind getting nude pics so that they can help us judge better.
We will invite the 3 lucky ladies on the show to potentially win a digital date with Corbin.
Making pics will help you get to the front of the line.
So for this week's episode of the Absolute Geek Podcast, I am Matt.
I'm Kyle.
You're
Cockosaurus Rex.
I'm
Cockosaurus Rex.
I'm Brian.
And we'll see you guys next time.
You really tried it there. I don't think I'm
Send all your messages for Cockosaurus Rex to absolutegeekpodcast@gmail.com. Corbin's waiting to hear from you, ladies.